What's up, y'all? Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back. Sorry for the delay. I was trying to drink some tea before stream because my voice was just gone. Also, somebody tried to hack into my YouTube account this morning. So that's part of the delay as well. So you could blame the hacker, chat. No, don't blame the hacker. They didn't get anywhere. But yeah, good morning to you. What's up? What's up? We got Forex Ninja, we got Jess, we got Paulo, Bridget, Unexpected, Laxman, William, Tweezy, Francis, Dabadoo, Dina, Sony, Amanda, Johnny. Welcome, my loves. Thank you so much for coming through. I really appreciate y'all. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're having a beautiful morning. Now go ahead and do me a favor and let me get a 111 in the chat. We're gonna start this off with some positivity. You know how we do. Yesterday we had an 8K day live on stream. But you know why. You know why, chat. You know why. Why is that? That's right. You know you're tuned into the greatest. You know that. You know that. You know that. The only one that could do it without gambling. You know that. No one else could do it without gambling. None of them. None of them. I don't care how many big amounts you see. It's not done without gambling. And that's fine. Nothing towards them. But 90% of their audience will never make it because, well, let's be honest. If you're gambling, you need luck on your side, right? You need luck on your side to gamble. So just a reminder, this is a slow and steady race. If you take your time and you learn the skill, then you can do it. I don't care where you are right now in trading. I don't care if you're feeling at trading. I don't care if you feel like your mindset's messed up towards trading. You can do it. Just listen to my voice. You can do it. That's your sign that you can do it. All right, let's see. It is April 8th. Let's see what we got for you. You don't have everything figured out to be on the right path. Some of the best things in life unfold when you least expect them. Keep going, keep believing, and let life surprise you. Yeah, chat. I promise you, when you want opportunities to come into your life, when you want that thought to download in your head of an idea of a strategy or something you need to switch to make yourself profitable or that discipline, when you want those things to flow into your mind, those ideas, whatever, opportunities, you need to work on yourself. Work on yourself, believe in yourself. Don't worry about how you're going to get there. Just continuously progress yourself. People neglect progressing themselves. And when you progress yourself, you attract opportunities, right? We're all energy. You attract money, you attract love, you attract new friendship. Look, you attract everything. I promise, everything. But people neglect working on themselves. So just a reminder, make sure we're working on ourselves, all right? All right, we are starting off the day plus $500. Is that right? Yep, plus $500. Not too bad, right? Hi, Terrence. I see Terrence there. Let me just share this picture with you real quick before we get started. We got 9:30 coming up in 15 minutes. So I took this picture yesterday. I was craving my Dutch Bros, but I didn't get a coffee this time. I didn't get a coffee. It was the late afternoon. I don't drink coffee after 12. But you know, I got some boba lemonade. That was so good. So yeah, I'm just sharing some sunlight, and it's just a reminder to take time to recharge. Take time to recharge and be positive, chat. Go out in the sun. If you don't have sun, still just go outside. Go outside, go sit near some water. Just take a second to enjoy the nature, you know? A lot of people forget to enjoy the nature. Bring some calm and peace to your mind in this chaos. All right, with that said, I wanted to give a shout out to Brian. A few people commented on my video last night, but Brian was someone who commented on one of my posts, and he said, "Your energy brings you money. I can see it." But I'll let that be what it is. But I thought that was a beautiful comment. Thank you, Brian. All right, chat. Let's see what we got for you today. What are we going to start off with? We're going to start off with gold. Yeah, because Nasdaq's going to open in 15 minutes. So we'll do Nasdaq last. Let's start off with gold. I'm going to do this just so we can full screen gold. And let's turn off everything. Let's look at it on a bigger view. I did not calculate the price limits yet. So actually, hi 7, let me put a poll in the chat. Do you want me to show you how to calculate the price limits? Let's see. I'm gonna put a poll in the chat. All right, so real simple poll to yes or no. I mean, if you know how to do it, you'll probably say no. But let me know if you want me to show you how to calculate those limits while we're here. All right. Here we go, here we go. Taking a look at gold. Looks like our daily candle is bouncing up bullish here, huh? All right, caught the bounce up, about 380 points up to the upside right now. Currently, let's take a look at this on the 4-hour. Oh, we're driving back up into that range. Let's see. So when price is driving back up into a range, it can be difficult because not really sure what it's going to do, right? It can consolidate in there, it can just chop around in there, it could just sit in here. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in these levels. I'm definitely going to be utilizing the bank zones on a lower time frame. It's kind of giving double W vibes, yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Got a candle flip going on here. So yeah, I mean, right now I'm bullish on gold until it tells me otherwise, right? That's what we're doing. So that's what I see. All right, let's go ahead and turn on the VWAP. I'm just curious where it is. Oh, wow. Okay, we're bouncing off of that. And all right, well, according to VWAP, we're bullish as well. So that's good information. Did we have any news this morning? Because I'm a little late to the party. No. Oh, Trump speaks today. Oh my goodness. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Speaking of, yesterday's news was false news. We talked about it with the members yesterday. But when they thought that he paused the tariffs chat, he didn't actually pause the tariffs yesterday. That was a false tweet from someone else, and the market reacted to it. And then the White House came out right after and said, hey, that's false news. And that's why the market corrected itself right after. It just dropped right back down. That's crazy, right? That whole crazy move. Well, part of the move was going to happen, but remember yesterday we went past the gap. We went like 300-400 points past the gap. That whole extraness was the false news. Isn't that crazy? Okay, don't mind me, chat. I was calculating my anchored VWAP here. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. We are good. So yeah, I'm gonna be bullish on gold for now. Right now, it's a little too high for me. So. Oh, wow, look at this double bounce in here. This wasn't bad. This was not a bad move. I ain't gonna lie, this was pretty good. What time was this? 9:09? Uh-oh, we gotta start the stream earlier. All right, chat, I think I'm gonna do what I did yesterday where we started like 15 minutes earlier. Huh, that works better? Ronisha, what's up? Good morning to you. Hi, Paulo. Abandon. Hi, Abandon. Good morning to you. What's the price limit? I got you, Abandon. We're going to go over that in a second. Fatima, please, which start do you use? What do you mean by which start? I'm not sure what that means. Hi, Get Wrecked. Good morning to you. Hope you're having a great morning. What do you mean by which start? I don't know what that means. You have to clarify for me. We got a couple minutes here. Edwin said Trump speaks today. Shh. Scary times we live in, eh? Scary times. I'm gonna zoom out there on gold. Maybe I'll move this over a little more. Yeah, make this a little bigger. Let's see. So yeah, you know, even though I'm currently, I see gold going up, but it's not really giving me, it's not really setting up for a chance for me to get in. I already had a really good breakout here, so I'm just waiting. You know, sometimes you have to be able to recognize, okay, breakout just happened, so I need to wait for another one, you know? That's all. You miss the bus, you wait for the next bus, right? We don't chase buses. Absolutely not. Chat, you're too good to chase a bus. You don't chase buses. You just gotta wait for the next bus. That's it. That's it. I'll do Nasdaq in like 1 minute. Let me answer Bandit's question here on the price limit. So let's do a brief summary with this. If you go to Topstep's Discord and you click on announcements, they have a article here for you to reference. So I'm just letting you know. I will put the link in the chat for you so that if you want to follow along with me, or if you want to save this for later, open it in your phone browser, your computer browser, because I'm not going to go through everything, chat. But there's price limits. So when we have crazy volatility like this, like unusual market conditions, there's going to be price limits. So if you are within, so usually the price limits is 5% or 7%. So for New York session, I believe we are trading within 7. We're using 7%. So if the price limit is 7%, what does that mean? That means, I'm gonna use Nasdaq as an example. When Nasdaq opens for the day, if it shoots up 7%, that's unusual. That is unusual. That's crazy. We got to be within the price limit, right? If it shoots down 7%, so there's a limit for up, there's a limit for down. Okay. Now the way the rules are, where the 2% thing comes into play is the limit is 7%, but they want to cap you 2% before that happens. Does that make sense? When we're 2% away from the limit, they're like, okay, cool. Let's not trade. Like we're cutting it early. You get what I'm saying? So that's where I think that's where people are getting confused. They're like, what do you mean within 2% of limit? If we're 2% away from being up 7% on the day, cut it. If we're 2% away from being down 7% on the day, cut it. Does that make sense? We good? Let me get a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Let me get a 1 in the chat. So what you want to calculate is settlement is yesterday's close. So where did we close yesterday in the market? From that close, that's where we're going to open, right? So you're going to take the opening price and you're going to figure out, okay, if NASDAQ goes up 5% today, what does that look like? And you're going to take that number, okay? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do 5% up, 5% down, and then that's going to be the limit. Cool? Cool. Like I said, there is plenty more explanation than what I'm going to give you here. So go ahead and click that link I put in the chat and you can read this. And there's also a video for you. All right, so let's go ahead and calculate those limits. The opening, actually, hold on. Topstep has Topstep levels. Settlement, I believe, is right here. Settlement was 563. That's settlement, right? Yeah. Settlement was 563. So we're going to calculate 5% up and 5% down from 563. All right, let's get the calculator. Oh, shoot. What did I say? What did I say, chat? 563, is that right? All right, so we're going to do times. So 16,684. All right, I guess we're gonna do this ourselves. 16,684. Very close to yesterday's price limit, right? Very close. All right. And then let's do the upper level. Settlement was 17,563. 17,563. So take settlement, and then we're gonna do the upper level. So to do the upper level, 5% up would be 1.5, right? 1.05. All right, so it's 18,441. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the directions in the chat for you. So calculate, so you can take a screenshot, okay? Actually, let me type it on the screen. And give me 1 second, chat, because we got New York Open coming into play, and we didn't do an analysis. So let's do a quick analysis, and then remind me if I forget to calculate that with you. Oh, I need to add levels. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. That's not good. Well, good thing I skipped around. How much time I got? I got 2 minutes probably, huh? Oh my goodness. Can I do this in 2 minutes? I think I can. Let me know in the chat, how is your day going? Let me know in the chat, how is your day going? Trader rate platform's confusing. I literally uploaded a tutorial on it. I uploaded a tutorial to help guide you. Remember, when you are using something brand new, it is going to feel confusing until you've used it for at least a month straight. Pretty normal for something to feel confusing. Just remember, it's gonna feel a little uncomfortable. It's gonna feel weird. You gotta use it for at least a month. Let's see. Very, very normal. All right, here we go. 45 seconds till the opening. It's very bullish right now. So I'm a little late to the party here, but that's all right. We're very far away from that moving average, so I'm just chilling right now. Nothing for me. Possible we're gonna come down at some point, but we'll see. 10 seconds till New York Open. All right, straight up bullish there. I'm actually taking a look at gold. Gold looks pretty inviting. Make it a continuation buy up here. Let's see how this behaves here. Alright, Nasdaq flipped bearish. Fix the mic was far away. Sorry about that. Lua, good morning. Did I miss anybody? Good morning, y'all, if I missed you. If you're just coming in, I just showed how to calculate the price limits. And what I'll do is I'll type it up here on Nasdaq because I'm not taking anything on NAS right now. So I'm going to type it here and give you a summary, all right? Whoa, look at gold. All right. Let's do it in all caps. Price limits. So let's see, the price limit is 7%. Must be within 2% of the limit, which is 5%, right? So calculate 5% of the previous daily close. All right, those are the directions for price limit. Now, everybody cool with that? Formula you'll use for the upper limit and lower limit. We're gonna do daily close. Oh no, previous daily close, right? Previous. I'm just gonna initial it. And then let's see. All right, we all good with that, chat? So you can take a screenshot of this and have this formula for yourself, okay? Let me make the background black or something so that it... All right, go ahead and take your screenshot. Hi, Ian, good morning. I'm green, so I'm good for the day. Here to learn from you. Hi, Jennifer, good morning. I appreciate you. Good morning, Harmonious. We good, chat? I'm gonna take it off the screen in 3, 2, 1. Or we should save it, huh? Let's actually save it so when people ask, right? Does that work? That way people go, oh, how do you calculate the price limits? We're gonna be like, boom. Boom, there it is. All right, Nasdaq not doing a damn thing. Gold looks like it's moving to the downside. Let's see. All right, uppity up, huh? So remember, chat, just take your time. I know we've been up here already for 35 minutes. No sense of direction right now. Not much anything going on, but that's okay. You never know when that next candle is going to give you a signal, you know? So concentrate. We did just take out all the highs right there. This is looking quite bearish. We continue down here. I'm going to give it a shot. And I see a 3-bar reversal here. My stop loss above this high. I'm actually going to put 2 contracts on. So we got 2 contracts on. And my reasoning for this isn't just because I just saw a pattern, but we are so far away from VWAP. We definitely have an imbalance of sellers. We definitely need to come back down. Now, will we come this far down? I don't know. It's 188 points. Maybe at least 80 points. So let's see. TP2 will be 88. TP1, I should have did first. Should have did TP1 first. TP1's right here. For 40 points, 40 something points. And then we got TP12. You know the vibes, for 188 points. I like this chat. We're gonna move stops to break even. I forgot to do that. Risk free setup. TP1 smash. Let's go. Jeez, look at that retest of a candle. Holy, that was strong. Oh, I mean, it is a weekly level though. TP1 is a weekly level. So remember, where's my TP1? Where does Linz always put TP1? I always put it where we're gonna have some issues, some turbulence, some issues. Okay, that's where I always put it, right? And we're definitely gonna have a lot of turbulence at this level. So this is where buyers would want to buy it. So it's a tough level to push through. That's why it's TP1. I don't know if we're holding this. I don't know. Will we hold it? Will we hold it? Stay tuned to watch. Will we be able to hold that level? Ooh, I don't know. We closed bullish there. Ooh. Tough luck, chat. Yeah, all right. Let's take a little bit of change. What was that, like 40 bucks? Let's reassess this. We'll reassess. Let's reassess. Oh, see, it would have took us out break even anyway because of where the entry was. Would have took us out anyway. Maybe it's gonna do another retest before it comes down. This volume's so crazy. Dow's already moved over 350. Wow, since 9:30. Wow, 300 points since 9:30. Jeez. Thinking this is just a retest to continue down. May give it another shot here. And give it another shot here. Do 2 contracts. Wow, what a faker. Look at that. Oh no. Oh no. You see this, chat? That's why I wait for it to break all the lows. Holy. What the hell was that? Whoa. Oh, they play. This is play moment right here. Let's see. Looking for a sell to break at these lows. Oh man, come on, come down. Break this low. It's a tough, I told y'all this, it's a tough level. It's a very, very tough level. It may be heavy if we can get this sell off here. Oh my goodness, the buyers are tryhards, man. Tryhard season in full effect. It's a tough call here, chat. It's a tough call. I'm not gonna lie, the buyers are looking pretty strong here. They are looking pretty strong. Wow. Put this back to 1. That's all I can say. Wow. Jeez. The games, right? But chat, let me know. How's your trading day going? Did any of you trade yet? Did you take any trades? How is your trading day going? Let me know in the chat. I'd love to know. Also, if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to give the stream a like if you've been enjoying the stream. Still could be just a test here of the buyers. Let's see if the buyers hold this. Will the buyers hold this? Let's see. Just in watch mode right here. Just watching till I see something. I want to see if the buyers can hold this or if this is just, you know, just rah, rah, rah. I want to see if they break these highs or not. Will they break the highs? Looks like we bounced off of the moving average here. A 3-minute. Tell you what, if price comes back down, I'm gonna look for those sells because I'm gonna see it as the buyers couldn't hold. Not yet, still waiting. Coach, good morning. What's up, Dave? Asian session. Broke even from last night. Hey, that's okay, Neeks. That's okay. Break even is great. You know, it's always great to not have a red, you know, to not be in the red. All right, may look for another sell here. What a touch that was. Let's see if we can push through. Jeez. Nothing to my liking yet, chat. Nothing to my liking yet. And this is why you want to be picky about your trades, because you know how many times we could have got tricked out here. Not easy. Definitely not easy, right? Trading is a tough sport. It's a tough sport, and it's also tough on your mental. It's double tough. Incredible. So now it looks like a 3-bar on the 5-minute. So we gotta be bullish here, huh? If we break these highs. Incredible. Welcome to trading. Jeez. Could you check the Discord? Yep. Let's see. Discord. Dave, not something that I can answer right now, seeming as though I can't pull that up right now because I'm live. But I can double check that for you. But yeah, that's not something I can answer while I'm live, you know what I mean? Okay, let's see. It's crazy because I knew the market was going to sell off and I had a decent entry first. The move stops to break even too soon and missed out on the 300-point move. Move stops to break even too soon. If you feel like you keep doing that, then it's time to look into when is it time to move stops to break even, right? You have to, when you're studying your system, the most important thing to study is your risk management on your system. So when are you going to move your stops to break even? If you're following your system and your system says, hey, when you're up this many points, you move it to break even no matter what, you follow your system, then you didn't do nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong, right? Your crown is back. Yeah, I see crown is back. Took a big loss. Unfortunately, I thought gold was going to make a bottom wick. Didn't happen. It happened to hit my stop loss. Oh, I'm sorry. That's okay. That's all right, right? We learn from our losses. You know, you actually learn to be profitable from your losses more than you do from your wins. Your losses will teach you many, many lessons. You just got to dive deep into them, you know? So you know what? It is what it is. I'm just going to take that and get better, you know? Can you talk a little about the max money amount position per trade you take as some money overall daily limit? Yeah, Paulo, that's a great question, Paulo. So how much do I risk on a 50K account? I risk like $200, sometimes $300. I like to keep it below 300. If it's below 300, then I'm extremely happy. But yeah, I try to keep it near 200. As far as how much to risk on these accounts, I know it does suck. We don't have the entire balance. We only have what the trailing drawdown is, right? What I would do is I would take whatever the trailing drawdown is for your evaluation and multiply it by 10%. And that should be the max. Maybe that should be the max that you'd want to risk, right? All right, looks like my sells may be in full effect. Maybe, maybe not. Did I speak too soon? Did I speak too soon? No, it looks pretty good here. So here, I'm just gonna put one contract on. Just one contract. And we're gonna risk 180. All right, sales are in full effect here. Giving it another chance because I see that it is valid. All right. 185. Is that too ambitious? Let's see. Oh my God, wait, we may come all the way. 300 points would be insane. Although we do have the volatility to do 300 points, huh? Low key, we do. Low key. Now, the reason why I'm only putting one contract on is because I want a good stop loss on this. Yeah, it's not a lot of money, but it adds up, right? So I know people don't like micros because it's like, dang, I could have made this much money, right? But you want to focus on the process, not the profits. Don't I always tell you that? Focus on the process. The process is the setup and where the stop loss should be. It's not about you could have made this much. You know, so try to focus on the process. And I think trading micros really does help one focus on process, actually. I forgot to put the stop loss there. There we go. Because the thing is when you're risking a little high, you're more keen to put a tighter stop on it. You know what I mean? You're more likely going to put too tight of a stop. So just make sure you give it enough breathing room, you know? See what this looks like on the 3-minute. Jeez. What in the world? Move that over. So just watching here. Because remember, you want your stop loss where it would invalidate the setup, right? Okay, there we go. So took a loss there. So, you know, my stop loss was where it would invalidate the setup, right? If we break this high after coming down this far, then we're probably not coming back down. You know, hopefully this isn't just creating some big monster range on the day. Hope not, but we'll see. If it is creating a big nasty range, then I guess we're in for it for the day, eh? That's annoying if it's gonna do that. Good morning, Steven. What's up, Steven? Micros are pure genius. You can scale your position size better. I refuse to trade anything other than micros. What's up, King? Good morning. Yeah, the scary part of what's going on is now you have all these trading gamblers who are getting these 20K days off of one mini. And the thing is that's fine. But you know that prop firms are going to be squeezing in another rule. And I would really hate to get another rule that holds us back. You know what I mean? Or limits us. Because you already know in this type of volume, they're throwing on one contract and not putting on a stop loss like they usually do. And praying for the best. And it's working out for some people. Some people, I've seen some people had 40K days with one mini and we're throwing on a couple minis. Yeah, if you're in the right direction, it'll work out, of course. Wrong direction, GG's, right? But yeah, my only thing is a lot of these people, no, they're blowing up the accounts, buying new accounts, throw on some more minis because, well, shoot, you never know which is going to be your 40, 50K day, right? Gambling it out. So I'm just hoping that there's not too much of that going on to where they're going to create another rule. And there, I just mean prop firms in general. Maybe they should require stop losses. I don't know, maybe that'll help. Because at the end of the day, if the firm is paying out crazy amount of money like that, the firm's going to end up losing money. You know? Yeah, they may copy they like to copy great trader setups, but if all the traders you have that are in live accounts or in funded accounts are gamblers, or not all of them, but let's say 80% of the funded traders and live account traders are gamblers, they're not going to copy their system. You see what I mean? They're not going to copy that because then they would lose money. So they do actually want people who can profitably trade, you know, so they can copy those profits over. You know, the prop firm system doesn't have to only make money when you lose. They can make money when you win by copying you, right? If you're trading well, if you're risking well. So I do see Topstep's really trying to push for great risk management. You know what I mean, chat? Because if you're trading well and Topstep's copying you, or any prop firm's copying you, you have great risk management and you're trading well, both sides win, right? Both sides win. But if you're a big gambler, then they can't really copy you and make more money. Be right back, chat. I'm going to feed the doggos. So give me like 60 seconds and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for your patience, y'all. By the way, let's give a shout out to everyone who's here on stream. I appreciate y'all coming through and stopping by to the stream. That flip dropped my mouth. Win-win, what's up, Johnny? You show your indicators again. I saw the EMA, saw the VWAP, saw Topstep levels, put the levels down the week. No. I put that on to show what where settlement was, the Topstep levels. That was to show where settlement was. As far as the EMA goes, it's the 20 EMA, and VWAP is its own thing. It's just VWAP. Other than that, placing those on your chart, I promise you, won't get you anywhere unless you do practice and learn how to use them. Just having them on your chart. I know a lot of people, remember 97% of traders fail, right? And from the end of time, the beginning of time, people always talk about the EMA and the moving average and all that. And if that doesn't make them win, then you know it's a lot deeper than just having it on your chart. You have to have a strategy and all that good stuff. But yeah, it's the 20 EMA. And the VWAP, it's just the VWAP. That's it. Right now, I just have the 20 on. I don't have anything else on, really. I don't think there's anything else on here. But, I mean, we don't really... Like we can turn it off, you know? We could turn it off. We don't really need it. I mean, I'm well known to be a naked chart trader, but it is helpful for volume wise, and we have a lot of volume in this market, so that's why I've been using it. The volume's just been insane. But if you watched me back in 2021, 2022, 2023, no indicators on the chart. Straight naked chart trading. Straight technicals. All right, let's see here. Just kind of seeing where I want to go today on these trades. Looks like Nasdaq is moving up, instead of down, so that's cool. Just kind of checking out gold here. Gold's not really to my liking. It really hasn't been in a while, to be honest. It's with these chopped 1 minute candles. So just in watch mode here, I don't really see anything that's catching my eye too much. Gold's already on its upwards trend from this bounce, so it's not like I'm gonna just hop in the middle. So just have to wait, just gotta wait here. Put a risk chart I use for 50k NAS futures in Discord. Oh, thank you, Forex Ninja. Let's check it out here. Well, this is for a 50k account. I don't think it's for a it's not for a funded account, right? It's for like a regular 50k account, or is it for a funded account? But yeah, chat, you have to be able to manually do your risk. Just letting you know. If you can't manually calculate your risk for trading, trading's not going to work out for you. That's the hard cold truth. So if you're struggling with risk right now, that's okay. That is okay. But just know at some point in time, you do need to learn how to do it. You know why? Because you are the risk manager. If I were to hire you at a company and you're coming in as the risk manager and I give you a problem, a simple problem, you can't calculate it, and you're like, oh, let me look this up, I'm not going to hire you. You know what I mean? Now, when you get the job, I don't care if you look it up for assistance, but you still need to know how to manually do it. You get what I'm saying, chat? It's just like software engineering. The basics of coding you don't need, because in the program that you use at work, it usually has like the layout there, but you need to understand what the layout means. We can't just give you the whole recipe. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, chat? Like if I were to hire you to be a professional chef, yeah, you may look up some recipes and stuff, but you should already come in with some knowledge on how to cook basic things. Am I right or am I wrong? You see what I'm trying to say? So same thing with trading. Remember, trading is a profession. Just like anything else, you do need to know the basics, and the basics would be figuring out how much you're going to risk per trade. Instead of asking others, I want you to ask yourself, if I'm allowed this amount of money, how much do I want to risk? It's not about how much do other people risk. How much do you want to risk? Because if you can't make up a decision for you, then you cannot be your own boss. And you are striving to be your own boss, but for some reason can't make that decision. It's all full circle, right? So again, if you want to be your own boss, you want to do your own thing, you need to embody that boss energy. You need to be the boss, right? You need to make tough decisions. You need to make these decisions. Okay. You get what I'm saying, chat? Let me get a 1 in the chat if you get what I'm saying. Let me get a 1 in the chat. You want to attract things to yourself, but your actions show the opposite, right? So what I'm showing you is your actions, right? That energy you're giving out needs to reflect what you want. You want to be your own boss? Show it. Show it. It'll match you. It'll match you. The opportunity will fold. You'll start winning more trades. I promise you, you're going to start winning more trades. You'll be like, what? What was that notification? I missed that one. I didn't see it pop up on screen. What was that notification? Was that a new member? How come it didn't pop up? I don't know if that was a new member or not. Oh, was it Twitch? I think it was Twitch. That's funny. It didn't pop up. Okay, let's see here. We are in this range here on gold still. No bueno. Nas got to come down at some point. Enough is enough, Nas. Enough is enough. Hopefully we don't hit that price limit. Let's see. We have a zone here. We do have a zone. Right here. My goodness, look at this 3-minute candle. Scary. Scary times. All right, 5-minute candle does close in less than a minute. Let me see the opening range. Where's the opening range here? Oh, it's one candle up. I don't know why I was looking at that candle. So it's right here. That's today's opening range on Nasdaq. Not too far above it. Are we going to do like we did yesterday? We're going to come close to the price limit and then reverse. Isn't that what they did yesterday? Let's come within 10 points of the price limit and then let's just reverse it on them real quick. Let's get them all nervous and then reverse it. So that they're too scared to hop in a trade. I'm telling you, that's what it feels like the objective was yesterday. $140 points away from the price limit of the day to the top side. If I calculated it right. I'm pretty sure I calculated it right though, chat. What's a price limit if you don't mind me asking? What's up, Jeremy? Yeah, I did. I did do a whole explanation on it, but I'll just give you a summary. Take a screenshot of this. With the volatility, there you go. You can take a screenshot of this right here. With the volatility that we have, there are going to be price limits because of the unusual volumes. So if we hit those price limits, then they really don't want you to be trading. So I just put here explaining it. Price limit is 7% for New York session here. But the price limit is you have to be within 2% of it. So you're going to be calculating 5% up, 5% down. That'll give you the price limit. So basically, when we start the day, if price moves up 7%, cap. If price moves down 7%, cap. what they're saying is, hey, we're capping it at 7, but we want traders to stop at 5. We want you to stop early. We don't want you to stop when we get to 7% up. We want you to stop when we're 5% up, because that's already unusual volume. I mean, us being up 4% on the day is unusual volume, or down 4% in the day is unusual volume. So by the time we get to 5% up or 5% down from where we first started, they want you to cap it. So yeah, that's my summary there. Nas is giving you FOMO. FOMO doesn't exist. It does not exist. Do you trade ES? Nope. I just trade Nasdaq and Gold. What you see right here. Is that all firms? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what other firms are doing, honestly. I have no idea. You know, I have that tunnel vision syndrome where I only focus on what I got going on over here. Tunnel vision. But they should. I mean, they should. Although not all firms are regulated. Not all firms are regulated. So, hey, who's going to tell them what to do, right? Topstep's regulated, so Topstep's just following, you know, it's following regulation. That's all Topstep's doing. Just following regulation. But yeah, not all firms are regulated, so I don't know. I don't know if that means they get away with not doing it. I don't know. Quite the range here on Nasdaq. Tricky Nas. Tricky. We started plus 500. We are minus 120 from where we started on the day. That's okay. That is a-okay. Just gonna take our time. Make sure you size down. Use the micros. Micros are your best friend. I've been telling you for months, micros are your best friend. You can always scale into a position and, you know, get more money, of course. That's the cool part about micros. But you can also do nice small risk. Let's actually talk about that, chat. Let's talk about these market conditions. I see a lot of people, Twitter, YouTube, live streamers, not trading influencers, because trading influencers who don't live trade, they're just bullshitting right now. They're not even trading. Anyway, but for those who do trade, I see a lot of people complaining about the volatility in the Trump markets. And I will say, instead of looking at it in a negative way, look at it in a positive way, because that's how you're going to attract money to yourself, right? So just say, you know what? These market conditions aren't favorable, but there's a lot of money to be made. And I'm going to attract that money to myself, right? That's how you want to think, chat. There's a lot of money to be made. Did you see yesterday's trade? We had a 7x in a couple minutes. So put that into perspective. Yeah, we could have made a whole bunch more money, but scale down. You can risk small. You can risk, well, yesterday's risk was $160 on that last trade. That was a $160 risk, and we made $1,200. Think about that R to R. 160, and we made 1,200 on that trade. That's outstanding of a risk, right? So don't look at it negative. Just say, you know what? Let me figure out how I can execute with micros and get some good R to Rs in these markets. You see what I'm saying? So change your mindset. Try to look at it a different way. No BS. That was done live in front of you, right? As it's always been since 2021. Nothing different. We're not doing anything different. The only thing we're doing different is I'm not on my live account on stream. I'm on the prop firm account on stream. That's really the only difference. But I mean, you see me trade for 2 years straight on my personal live account on stream for 2 years straight. I can't make shit up. I literally can't. We counted wins and losses on stream every single day. You could count it every day on stream. Can't fake shit. You know? You know that meme kid saying bullshit? You need a sound for that button. Oh, that is so funny, A7. That's funny. That would be funny. We had a button this and that. Look at what you have, not what you don't. Neek, I like that one, Neek. I like that. Terrence throwing that one in the chat. But yeah, chat, look at it in a positive light. So you know what? I'm going to take advantage of this volume. I'm going to get some amazing R2R trades. Speak it into existence, right? It's the best thing you can do. So right now we're chopping around in this range. I don't like this range. So yeah, that part's not too fun. But that's a-okay, right? That's a-okay. Let me hit an anchor on gold. Let's see. I want to anchor 8 o'clock. I just want to see where we are. What that look like on a higher time frame. Oh, we're in the pinch. Now it makes sense. We are still inside of that pinch. GG's. Yeah, not safe to trade gold right now. Well, I mean, unless it gets out of this pinch, I guess. But, jeez. You wanna come in and play with the gold? You wanna come in and play with the gold? Appreciate you. Thanks for following. Or thanks for subscribing, rather. Thanks for subscribing. And what happened to the music chat? New playlist alert. By the way, shout out to everyone who came through to Twitch yesterday. If you missed my announcement, we will be day trading on Twitch as well. It's free to watch. You don't have to pay to watch. It's free to watch. I'll be doing that Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm not going to do it every day because then I'll get burnt out. But yeah, we'll be streaming on Twitch, okay? Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's the after party. So make sure you come through. It was fun yesterday. Made some more money yesterday. And then usually I'll probably like play a game after or something. And we could play copyrighted music. I mean, technically we can't, but we can while I'm live. So you get it. We're finessing the music over there. Different vibe. It's a whole different vibe. So I encourage you to come through. Next stream on Twitch will be tomorrow. Past 2 TPTs. Yeah. Let's go, Paul. Paul passed 2 Take Profit Trader accounts. Let's go. Beautiful job. Great job. What time are the streams? It'll be after this stream. So whenever we finish this stream. But if you're following me on Twitter, if you're in the Discord, you'll get the notifications. If you follow me on Twitch and turn on notifications, you'll get the notification. All I do is follow me on Twitch, turn on those notifications, and you'll always know when I'm live. Are you green or red today so far? I'm purple. You don't see it? I'm purple on the day. How do you not see that on the screen? You don't see the big purple box that says we're up 382? Y'all may need some new glasses. I ain't gonna lie. All right, let's see here. All right, back on the moving average here in gold. Look at that bounce. Whoa. 40 points. Towards the end of the candle? The candle's about to close. Oh, goodness. That's crazy. Still in watch mode here. Just been in the same range here in gold. Oh, don't look too good on the 1 minute. I'm bringing it back over to Nas. Let's check out Topstep, chat. Let's see how Topstep's been trading today. I'm curious. By the way, make sure you have my post notifications on because I been posting some new videos. There's new shorts. It's probably gonna be a new short every day.
Okay, I'm trading 5300s right now. JD.
All right, down 500, and in the that's Dakota. Yeah, that's Dakota's chart. Okay, Dakota's down 500, and currently down 900. Oh, currently down $1,000 in this trade. Oh, it's a sell. Okay, he took a sell on Nas. Sell on Nasdaq. Oh. Well. Interesting. Let's see, do we miss anything else? Okay, didn't really trade in the morning. Is he gonna make it through this trade? Oh, maybe. So look at the P&Ls yesterday. Yesterday, someone made 58,000 on their live account on Topstep. Wow, 56,000. So like I said, I mean, these are clearly people not using micros. Anybody above the 30K range definitely wasn't using micros. Jeez. Like I said, if you're in the right direction and you're in the minis, holy. Right? I don't really like gold today. Now it's look like shorts incoming. Yeah, I attempted the shorts once. Or twice, rather. And that's where we kind of lost 120 on the day here. I'm still hunting these shorts. I like that liquidity grab on the 3-minute. And just looking for another reason to enter perhaps. Ooh, it's a good candle flip. Uh-oh. It's a good candle flip. I'm gonna see if we can this time I'm gonna wait for a test though. I'm gonna wait for a test. I'm not gonna be too impulsive because last time I was impulsive, we lost a little money. I'm gonna wait it out a little bit. I would like to enter right here, but I'm gonna wait it out a little bit. We have it on the 1-minute here, so we can watch that. Let's watch it on the 3-minute. We closed below 300, so I did place that level here that I was watching. It's just a feeling, chat. I just had a feeling. Just wait a couple minutes. It's just because the buyers were just so strong. I wanted to see them test it out. Here they go. Here come the buyers. This is the test. This is the test. So that's why I said I wanted to wait. I wanted to see if we get some type of test here. See, now look at that top wick. Now it looks a lot better if it flips. 15-minute does have about 3 minutes left on it. I don't know if I'm waiting for it to close though. It's looking a lot better now. Okay, now I'm gonna enter. See, that looks a lot better. Right here. Let's put a stop loss up there. Got like less than 3 minutes to go. That 15-minute candle. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm just trying to see where I'm projecting it to go. Wrong way. Wrong way. All right. Is that 120? 140. Maybe 140. Oh, stopped out of that while I'm trying to calculate it here. Man, can't win today on these sells. Jeez. Every time I try to take a sell here. That's okay. But, you know, that's why we're doing small risk. Small risk. So notice how, like, 2 losses only take away half of what I was up on the day. It didn't take away all of it, right? So, you know, as the risk manager, you should be determining how much you're risking in different situations. You know, are you risking everything you made on the day for one trade, or you know what I mean? So, alrighty. Super annoying here. Nah, super annoying. Super annoying here. Question is, do I want to give it another chance? Nice playing difficult today, right? What's up, Smokey? Now we have an engulfing candle. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Well, to me, the sells are still valid here. Let's see. Got a new 15-minute candle. All right, we're gonna take another stab at a play here. Another play here. Man, we were liquidity 3 times today, or 2 times today. Let's not be liquidity for the 3rd time. Let's see, can we get the massive sell-off here? This may be heavy. Heavy. It's like towards this area. 386. That may not cut it. 680 on the micros would be insane, but where's the VWAP? Okay, we'll look towards this area first. 235. We'll look towards 235. 235 points, chat. In case you're wondering. Sideways, if you like tilt your head like this, it's kind of giving, hey Milo, it's kind of giving pendant vibes, right? Kind of, sort of, a little bit. It's kind of giving those vibes to me. I don't know. I don't know, chat. I don't know. I want to see if I feel like adding to this, but if I add to this, the question is where would I move my stop loss down to? It looks pretty heavy. I'll watch it on the 1 minute here and decide if I want to add or not. If we get like a, okay, see now it's coming out. I was gonna say if we get like a retest and come down, maybe I'll add to this. We can show some more rejection signs, right? Hi Moses, good morning. Bonnie, hello. Just into your stream, you already did a trade. Markets are crazy. Yesterday was insane. Yeah, markets are crazy. Oh, not just yesterday, but last night. Chat, I don't know if you saw my trade last night for Asian session. I'll pop it up here. But did 2,500 last night during Asian session. So yeah, that was last night. A beautiful breakout. Again, on the micros, small. It was small risk. Obviously, it would have been a lot more. But it was 100 points. Okay, see, I'm starting to see that. I want to see some rejection here before I add. Let's see. Let's see, we're gonna zoom in and watch this here. See, imagine having one minion. Oh my goodness. If you had one minion, you'd be down like $800 right now. And draw. That's why I'm like, oh, how people are trading these minis right now. I'm just chilling here, chat. I'm just waiting to see if I can see some rejection. And if we come back down, then I want to add to this. So notice how I'm not just like putting a bunch of risk on initially, right? You put a small risk on. And when the trade starts doing things that you like to see, it starts, you know, showing signs that it's in your favor, all those good things, you know, then maybe you may want to add to it. You know what I mean? You don't have to start off with a huge risk. You get what I'm saying? On that note, let's do some positivity stuff here. Let's do some mindset stuff while we're watching. We didn't do mindset stuff yesterday, chat, so you know we got to do it today. We have to. Let's see what we got for you. This is a good one. This is a good one. Okay, let me bookmark this. For those of you trying to rush the process of anything, this is a good one for you. The day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit. You caught that? The day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit. So people be like, well, I've been trading for the years. I've been trading for the months. Okay. That's not enough time to master this. Are you kidding? You chose a profession where 97% of people fail, and you think in 2 years that, especially 2 years of following people who don't trade, that you're going to get somewhere? No, it's going to take some time. Right? Or people who just discover prop firms and trading, and they're like, oh, I'm going to do a prop firm. It's like, but you don't even know how to trade yet. You know what I mean? Like, so the day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit. You got to give it some time to grow, to ripen. You know what I mean? You feel what I'm saying, chat? Let me get a 1 in the chat if you feel what I'm saying. All right, if we can come back down towards the entry here, then I'd move this down to 100. I'll probably move it down an area. Yeah, so if we can come back down and push past my entry point, then I'll add. And then I'll bring the stop loss down to this retest. So just watching, waiting and watching. Appreciate the ones, y'all. You been trading for how long, Lynn? Over 10 years. Over 10 years. It's been a long time. All right, let's see here. Getting close to that entry. All right, I'm gonna add, instead of risking 3, because see, now it made the risk 300, we're gonna move it down to a $200 risk. Beautiful. And now we have more on the position, right? We have more on the position. Looking for it to go into our favor here. It's 1,000, 1,300. Forgot to put my stop loss in. Jeez, got clipped on that too. No bueno here. 3 tries to sell Nasdaq off today. No go. Watch it sell off in the afternoon like crazy. See, if it moves like this, the sell-off is gonna be huge then. I won't be surprised if I look back later on and it sold off all the way down to here for 600 points. I really won't be surprised. This chop is insane. Let's see. Basically break even day now. Break even day. The sell-off's gonna be at like 2:30, 3:30. People aren't paying attention, right? When nobody's up here. Like, ah, let's bring it down now. And we emptied enough accounts. Let's bring it down now. Okay, let's do some more mindset stuff. I'm gonna pull it up here. It's my thing. Ooh, okay, let's do this. Let's do 18 laws of discipline, chat. 18 laws of discipline. Number 1, never take a day off. So if you're listening to me and there's something out there that you want, I want you to listen to this. Never take a day off. Discipline isn't about working hard when you feel like it. It's about showing up when you don't feel like it. Okay. Number 2, do what you said you do. Self-respect is built through keeping promises to keep yourself. Whoa, chat, I read that wrong. Do what you said you do. Self-respect is built through keeping promises to yourself. Okay. Next one. Win the morning, you win the day. How you start your morning determines how you finish your day. True. Discomfort is your best friend. Yeah, sometimes you got to get uncomfortable, chat, to reach success, right? Oh my goodness, look at it now. See, now it's giving head and shoulder vibe. Oh my goodness, is that what this was this whole time? Are you kidding? Okay, chat. Let's give it one more try here. One more try here. We will not give up. It's like, no. No, I just see that the trade is valid. That's all. Oh, let's see. The trade is valid in my eyes. If I lose this trade, then I'm going to do GG's on the session here. It'll be GG's. GG's, good try. Know what they say, chat? If you lose 3 times, you will win on the 4th. It's like, no, that's not what they say. That is not what they say, so don't say it. Okay? Hi, Lens. Why not ES? Hi, Peridot. Sorry, I just seen your comment there. No reason. I just trade what I trade, right? I'm not going to trade too many pairs, though, because then I'm not going to be focused. Going for a 2K trade on these micros. 2K would be insane, right? Where's 1K at? 1K is like right around here. Oh, 2K would be insane. Chat, you think we're getting a 2K trade? After all, after all that extraness today? After everything we just been through? If we get a 2K trade, that'll be freaking insane, right? After going through all that? That'd be insane. We deserve it. You're right. You are right. We deserve it. Am I able to trade minis on a 50K challenge? Are you asking if you should or no, you didn't say if you should. You said, are you able to? If you're able, are you able to? I believe, yeah. Why wouldn't they allow you to? Of course, they want you to lose the account quickly. Of course you can. They want you to gamble your way there. Yeah, you just probably restricted a certain amount of contracts. So like you probably can't use more than 2 or 3 contracts, I bet. But the question is, why do you want to trade minis in this market condition? That would be the question you have to ask yourself. It's not, can I do it? It's, why do I want to trade minis in these market conditions? 20, that means your minimum. Well, I guess it depends what you're trading. I mean, if you're trading ES, I guess you're good because one mini is what, $5? Still $5, maybe pushing it. We're talking about 100-point candles here. Or these candles are like 100 points. These little small swings. So that means you're risking like 500 per trade. You only allowed 2,000 down on the, you know, just be careful. But yeah, if you're trading Nasdaq, there's no reason to trade minis on Nasdaq in these conditions. Nasdaq, I'm just speaking for Nasdaq, because that's minimum $20 a point. Minimum $20. That means you're risking like close to 2K. You know? No, the micro's $5, the mini's $50. No, on ES. On ES. We got a visitor chat. We got little Milo. Come over here. We got little Milo in the chat. Let's see if y'all can see him. Oh, you can't see him. Are we really going for 500 points? That is insane. What is wrong with us, chat? Why are we going for 500 points? Why are we going for 500 points? We're gonna be ambitious today, I guess. Trump, say something about the tariffs real quick. You know, I usually don't like when you talk, but right now I could really use, hey, I'm adding more tariffs tweet. Can we get a tweet real quick, Trump? Just one tweet. That's all we need. One tweet. Say some BS about the tariffs, how you're pushing it, and that's it. Just make a statement. Then you can take it back after we close this trade. Just make one statement. That's all I'm asking for. I don't think I'm asking for too much. This is acting like it don't want to drop. Hi, Wizzy. Good morning to you. My dog just scared the life out of the roof man who's coming to fix my roof. Oh, no. Am I an idiot because I was up 4K before I had to reset because I thought the target was 10%? No, you're not an idiot. Don't call yourself that. You gotta speak positive vibes, right? Positive vibes only. By the way, chat, I'm moving stops to break even. Stops to break even. Why? Because we are literally up like 60 points, almost 70 points. I know it doesn't look like 70 points, but we're up. Like we're up. So I'm gonna click and drag down here. Boom. All right, break even time. 60 points in profit on the micros here. Let's see if we can continue to get that push down. I know 500 points is ambitious. Let's get some targets going there. For us to be back up on where we were today, we need to hit this level. Anything above that would be past what we already made today. So remember, we started off the day plus 500. So if we can hit this level here, we'll be back where we started on the day. Whoops. Just a heads up. I'll label 1,000. 1,000 would be... Oh, I guess I'll just put it here. Be about right there. All right, so yeah, so again, TP1 will be about 500 where we started on the day. Back where we started. Not bad, right? TP2 will be like plus 1,000 on the day. Again, I'm just speaking for individual account, each individual account here. Past TP2 is over 1,000 on each account. So, yeah. Let me add that down here. By the way, y'all, if you are interested in Take Profit Trader, you can use code OFFICIALN for 30% off, plus no activation fee. Remember, they do have a point system, and in that point system, you get rewarded every time you buy an account, every time you reset an account, every time you take out a $1,000 withdrawal. $1,000 withdrawal actually gives you like 5 times as much points than buying. So adding up those points, you can get a free account or a free reset. Pretty cool. No one else is doing reward systems yet. But like I said, I do have a feeling Topstep may end up doing point reward systems. Not right now because they're being a little big-headed. But if they do start to lose a lot to their competition, I think they will implement points at Topstep. How much is my daily target? On the accounts to the right over here, 1,500 or 1,400. Looking for $1,400 a day over here on each account. Over here, anything above 500 is a grand old day, honestly. Anything above 500 is cool. I just put it at 5,000 just to cap a number on there. I don't feel like we need to keep trading on stream. If we hit 5K a day on stream, I don't feel like we need to keep going. So I just threw that in there. But yeah, if you're joining us, we did 8,600 yesterday on stream. Yesterday was a really great stream. Phenomenal trades. We did that in 2 trades. Hey, yo, Yizzo, what's up, Yizzo? Welcome back. 1,100 on the day within minutes after the open. Nas 100, gotta love the skill. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's a real thing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm happy for you. Let's go. Thank you for confirming that. I'm trying to tell people, once you get the skill set down, the money is endless. Like, yeah, you're still gonna lose. You're still gonna go through things. But the way you get back money once you get the skill down is insane. Focus on the process, not the profits, chat. Remember I told you, that's the secret. That's the secret to passing the prop firm. That's the secret to everything. Focus on the process. You know, I could have put a way bigger risk on this. Usually we're throwing in 4 or 5 contracts on this or more. But we only have 2 on. You know, we're risking low. We're focused on risk. We were up 70 points, so we moved stops to break even. How much are we up now? This went down 86 points. So stops are at break even. We're just going to let it fly. Not fly, because fly would be going up. What are we letting it do? We're letting it sink. We're letting it tank. Okay, let's play a game in the chat. Give me a word in the chat instead of letting it fly, because that would be bullish. What can we say for the market coming down? We're letting it sink. We're letting it tank. Let me know in the chat. Give me some ideas. What do you think? What's the first thing that comes to your mind? Let it fall. Maybe let it fall, huh? Waterfall. Okay, I like the waterfall. Melt. Oh, let it melt. I like that. Shrink. Yeah, let it shrink. Okay. Let it sink. Let it drop dead is so crazy. Drop dead. Are you serious? Drop dead. Ride the lightning. Ooh, let it decline. Face plant. What's up, Eat? Now okay. Face plant. Let it dump. Dump sounds aggressive, eh? Just let it dump. Let it dive, let it drop. Free fall, crash. Expeditiously decline. Descend. Ooh, descend. Let it plunge. Dang, there's a lot of ways to say it. Okay, chat, what's your favorite way? Out of all the ones I named, what's your favorite one? All right, there we go. We're getting a little push here. Let's see if we can smack TP1. Can we smack TP1? We are a little bit close to it. Let's see. We're very close to TP1 here. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Very, very close. Up like 370. You can see the individuals right here, but up here you could see the total for all 5. So if you want to see the total, it says 2,000 right now. Up 2,000 over here. TP1, we are so close to smashing TP1. Can we smash TP1? If we smash TP1, I want to see those W's in the chat. Can we smash TP1? We're so close. We are so close. Can we get back to where we were at the beginning of the day? Can we get back to it? Trump, tweet something, man. And tweet something in the right direction, though. Come on, just say something, Trump. Say something. Just one tweet. Put a T so that they assume it's tariffs. Just tweet T. Come on. We just want him to just say something. Make this market crash, please. TP1 smash. Let's go. Let's go, chat. TP1 is smashed. So that means we are not going to leave with nothing, of course. I am going to trail this $200 in. Let's see, that's 225. So let me drag this down to 225. I can't read. That's not 225. 225.75. Okay, there we go. All right. Drag that trailing stop down. Can we get the full crash? We should be coming down to TP2. I do project at least TP2. Don't get me wrong, this is the setup, but I'm just being extra today and I'm trying to see if we can get 500 points. But this is the setup right here. We should be coming down for this fill. Let's see if we can do more than that though. Let's see. I feel like if we do more than that, they're probably gonna give a retest because the buyers have not stepped in yet. So if we do get to TP2, that may be where the buyers step in actually. Oh, let's see, chat. Let's see. Almost up 600. Motivation, I appreciate you. Thank you for the W's, y'all. I trade Bitcoin but can't miss watching you, Lens. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate you for watching me even though you trade Bitcoin. How's trading Bitcoin going for you? Okay, we are up that much, so let's go ahead and trail this about 400 in. Would be pretty healthy. At least we're making back almost everything. 175 and a half. Whoop. 175. Okay, somewhere around there. So, you know, just managing risk and just slowly trailing to leave with something for our hard work and efforts here. Again, I am projecting TP2 for this big crash. If we go past TP2, hallelujah. Hey, if we go past TP2, phenomenal. Sensational, as Future would say. Sensational. No, don't do that. Don't you do that. Keep coming on down. Come on. Let's see our entry. If you take a look at the TraderVate platform here, our entry is way up here, y'all. Just for a reference point, so you know who you're tuning into, we are up 157 points on this drop. 157 points. Oh shit. Tricked you there.
Go ahead, say it then. Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT?
All right, let's go ahead and trail this down to TP1 for 460. That'll be 160, right? Let's see. And it's nothing new, chat. I was calling out 150 point trades in 2021 on NAS. Without this volume, we were calling out over 100 point trades on NAS. Y'all remember that? Isn't that crazy? Without this volume, we were calling those trades. Yeah, micros are powerful. 150 ticks, your favorite ICT streamer would never is absolutely right. Maybe they'll get one. They may get one, but I mean, you can literally count over 100 point trades that I've called out live on stream. If I put up all the live streams right now, you can count over 100 point trades, maybe even 200 of them, to be honest. It's crazy, right? The buyers are stepping in here. We are at the bottom of this range, so that is where they're going to step in. That is where they're going to step in. No, and our run is over. We are back up where we were. Hey, light clap for that, chat. Let's get a light clap. Let's get some W's in the chat. Now, if only Price would just do this damn thing the first time, but that's okay. That's okay. It's a big trade. That was a massive trade, right? So, you know, it's not about revenge trading. It's about if you see, is the trade still valid, right? You have to ask yourself, is it still valid? Okay. Hold on, chat. I think my dog needs to go outside. So let's take a little break. I'm gonna step away just to take him out, and I will be right back up here with you. So enjoy the music. I will be right back. Or should I put Topstep on for y'all to watch while I'm gone? I'm gonna throw Topstep on here. Oh no, because I'm gonna get copyrighted. No, I'm gonna get copyrighted. Can't have the channel taken down now. I got too many copyrights. 111 on the poll. Look at that. Right when I check the poll. All right, chat. I'll be right back. Let me just take this dog out. Let me get it. All right, chat, I'm back. Thank you for your patience, y'all. Appreciate you. Alrighty. Opportunities. I love that. I love that. Oh, the wind was blowing. I had to put a hat on so my hair doesn't go crazy. Oh, looks like we continue down after we closed. Well, well, well. Well, 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 market. Well, well, well. You're just joining us. We did $8,600 yesterday. Today we're up. Was 500 times 6. 500 times 6. Actually, it's not 500 times 6. Over here it's 500, but over here each account is up 444. Hey, let me get a 444 in the chat. Let me get a 444 in the chat. Wow. Alrighty, so let's get the calculator. 444 times 5 plus 500 here. 2720. 2720 on the day. Please give a quick explanation why you entered this trade. Well, for one, we had a huge imbalance of sellers, so we needed to come back down towards to equal out the imbalance. So that's one reason. Number two, I first entered it because we were showing that we weren't going to trade at higher prices here. So the first two losses I took over here was more because I kind of seen like a double top liquidity grab here. I really like the rejection and there's a liquidity grab. And then you can kind of see the head and shoulders as pattern, and Nas loves head and shoulder patterns. But essentially what a head and shoulders pattern is you get a double top high liquidity grab, and when we break structure we just do one more retest of that neckline. That's really what it is. So it's just a classical pattern in the market. Other than that, we are trading below my levels. And I called that in the morning, right? What did I say after 9:30? I said we're probably going to go up towards the price limit and come back down. Just like yesterday, we went down. We went down towards the price limit and then we went back up, right? So I said today's probably going to be the opposite, where we're traveling up towards it and then we kind of settle on. There goes TP2. Did it hit? Wow. Wow. Well, I was outside, but maybe I would have hopped back in over here. Perhaps. Yeah, would have hopped in right over there. That's okay. All right, well, that was the trade. Let's see, what is it looking like now? I kind of want to look on a higher time frame here. I meant to end that poll. I already explained the price limits, but if someone just joined and you need me to explain the price limits again, I have some time here since we're not looking to get into another trade in the next 5 minutes. Feel free to ask your questions. All right, let's see. But yeah, most of my decision making and trading is based off of are we pushing through these levels or not, right? So if you take a look here on the hourly time frame, you can see this long wick. We flipped bearish here and then we start trading back below this level, right? So I'm really focused on my levels. It really helps with the direction. focused on just simple chart patterns. Like, look right here. We have a classical 3-bar reversal right here. Just classic. Look at that. Classical 3-bar reversal. Grab the neckline. If we reject that neckline, we're going down. That's literally trading 101. That's not even like, you know what I mean? And they did it on the 15-minute, so it took a little time to set up, perhaps. But yeah, that's just simple stuff. All right, let's see. Questions. Thanks, understood your concept of price limit minus 2%, but where did you get this price limit from? So you get the price limit from the CME. They released the price limits, and you are taking the percentage times the settlement. So settlement is where we closed. So where we closed yesterday on the daily. All right, so you go to daily time frame. Where did yesterday close? Yesterday closed. Oh, it's gonna be hard to grab it here. Let's see. Yesterday closed. Looks like 629. Hard to grab it, but yeah, you want to take yesterday's close, and then you're gonna do the upper limit and the lower limit from that. So 5% up and 5% down. I see Higo. What's up? What's up? Hey, Linz, what is the price limits? How do you identify price limits? Okay, great question, because now I'm talking about them right now. So yeah. So take it from yesterday's close. So yesterday closed here. Right? So the price limit is going to be 5% above, 5% below. Now, technically, this is where people get confused. Technically, the CME puts the price limit 7% above and 7% below. But the rules they have is what? They want you to be within 2% of the limit. So the limit is 7, but they want you to be within 2% of the limit. So what does that mean? Within means below. So you need to be below 2% of 7, below 2% of 7, which would be 5, right? So you calculate 5 up, 5 down. Does that make sense? I think that's what's throwing people off. They're like, wait, I thought it was 7%, but why are people talking about 2%? Where's the 5 coming from, you know? So again, the limit is 7, but by rules, they want you to be within 2% of the limit. So what is the limit? The limit is 7. 2% within that is 5. That way, they're cutting you a little bit early. You know what I mean? Because like I explained earlier, if we have a day where we're up or down 4%, that's a crazy day in itself. So 7% is insane. But that first crazy day we had last week, that was a 4% day. And that was a crazy day, right? So just imagine by the time you get to 5, yeah, they're cutting you at 5. You know what I mean? So yeah, and the way to calculate that, got the formula for you right here. I saved it. I created it this morning and saved it. Let me change the background color. Okay, so here it is right here. So here's just a short explanation if you want to take a screenshot. You want to take a screenshot. Take a good screenshot here for you. Price limit is 7%, must be within 2% of the limit, which is 5. So to calculate 5%, use the previous daily close, PDC for abbreviation. The upper limit, you're going to take the previous daily close times 1.05. The lower limit, you're going to take it times 0.95. All right, and that's going to give you the upper limit and lower limit. All right, we're cool with that. That's how you identify, just answer that question. How do you identify price limits for the day? We're cool with that. All good. Three-bar reversal closing the opening range. Oh, did it? Becky, what are those indicators? The indicator is the 20 EMA. That's what I have on. 20 EMA, moving average. Great question. All right, I think we're good. Everyone got their screenshots? Oh, wait. Let me save that. I feel like that's more visible, right? Okay, I'm gonna save it so that way if someone asks again, boom, we just pop it up here. Can you show an example live of? An example of? What do you want an example of? So just watching here. Take that opening range again since we came back down to it and we came outside of it actually. That's the opening range. Oh, we closed outside of it in the 15-minute. Interesting. Now we got this. Okay. Yeah, of course people are going to take buys there if we're at the bottom of the range. Alright, we are just chilling here. Nothing much, just kind of in watch mode. Just gonna stay in watch mode for a little bit. But yeah, Emilio, I said, let me know what do you want an example of, so I know. By the way, if you're just joining us here, don't be afraid to say hi if you're new. I showed this picture in the morning, but I'm gonna show it again. I took this picture yesterday. I got me some Dutch Bros, but I wanted to show you this beautiful sunlight. I love going to this park because it's just beautiful. If you watch me on Instagram, then you know I always post on my story when I'm like near the waterfall or at that lake. They have like beautiful waterfall here, beautiful lakes. There's like 2 lakes here. But yeah, just showing you gotta get outside and get you some sun sometimes, chat. Just trying to spread some positivity here. Don't be afraid to get outside and walk around a little bit. A lot of people neglect that. Wow, look at this. Coming on down. Price limit. I just went over that. I literally just went over that and I just put this up here for whoa. Hold on. I just put this up here for you. That's the formula. I said you take the previous daily close, you multiply it by 1.05. That'll give you the upper limit, and then you multiply the daily close by 0.95. That'll give you the lower limit. So look, today's it's just easier. So Topstep has settlement at 563. It looks like it's at 630 here, but it could be at 563 because the candles are a little off. So I'm just gonna go by. So if you use the Topstep levels, settlement is the number you want to go by. Settlement is right here, the turquoise one. So it's saying that we settled yesterday at 563. So I'm gonna use 563. So since it's not self-explanatory, I guess. 563. What number was that? 18. Was it 18,563 or 16,563? Oh my goodness. $17. Okay. All right. 17,563 is settlement. So to get the upper limit, it's plus 5%. So 5% of that, right? Times 5%. is 878. So plus 878 points up would be the limit. Minus 878 points would be the lower limit. Does that make sense? That's fine. You don't have to delete that message. That's fine. You don't have to delete that message. But yeah, plus and lower. Cool. So instead of making you do all that work and then saying, oh, now I got to minus it from the number, now I got to add it to the number. Quick math. If you want to add a percentage into something, you put a 1 in front of it. So that's why. So if you take the price, oh my God, what was the price? What was the price? What was the price? 563? Was that right? So if you put a 1 in front of the percentage and you want to times, you know, that's going to add 5% to it. It does the work for you. So that's plus the $800 that we just talked about, right? Boom. So that's the upper limit of the day. That makes sense? Maybe people are confused why there's a 1 here. Old school math, y'all. I know they don't teach that in the new school math. Look, I will always tell you the reason why, if you had trouble with math, it's the teacher. It's the person that taught you. If you get someone really great to teach you math, you're going to know all the shortcuts and you'll be like, oh, it's not that bad. It's the teaching, chat. It's the teaching. And I only had one great math teacher in my lifetime out of all the math teachers I've had. I've only had one great one. Other than that, thanks to my mom taught me. Because my mom used to look at my homework and be like, what the fuck? Right? My mom look at it like, why are they teaching you like that? Because I wouldn't get it, chat. I didn't get it. I thought I was dumb. I'm like, what? What is this? But when my mom showed me to do math her way, it just made sense. So it's all in your teacher. Just remember that. So yeah, lesson of the day, if you want to add a percentage, like when you go to the store, when I go to the store and I'm buying something, I do the tax real quick on my phone. I'm like, okay, let's pretend tax is 5% and you're buying some clothes. Let's say your clothes were $65 and I don't know, 39 cents. I don't know. I'm putting out a random number. Let's just say $65 so I can remember it. Let's say your clothes totaled $65 and you're like, okay, tax is 5%. How do I add that? Just do times. Instead of doing times 5%, getting the tax and then adding it to 65. If you want to add something, you just put a 1 in front of it. So take your $65 expense times 1 point, whatever the percentage is. The percentage we gave an example was 5%. There you go, 68.25. You see, instead of doing this plus this. Makes sense, chat? Okay, hopefully I just gave you a hack. So next time you're at the grocery store, chat, next time you're at the grocery store, I want you to practice that. Get your phone out, do 1.0, whatever your tax is. I don't know if your tax is 6 point. Ooh, I don't know if your tax, don't forget the 0. I don't know if your tax is 6.35%. You'll just do 0.063. I don't know if your tax is, I don't know, 4.5%. Whatever your tax is, times it by your total, boom. You're going to know the exact amount and change when you pay for something. This new math is bad. I showed my kids the old way and he got it, but he was told he was wrong because it's not the new way. Yeah, see, that's where they didn't get away with it. If a teacher had a problem or they wanted me to show my work, I didn't mind showing my work for math, but certain things I really did do it in my head. So my mom would argue it and be like, why she got to show you if she's right? Is she right or is she not right? Is she right or is she wrong? Get pressed. Right, chat? Get pressed. Is she right or is she wrong? I always had, listen, I was always getting threatened to call my mom, and I'm like, you don't want to do that. And they would think it's because I don't want them to call. And it's like, no, I want you to call. Oh, I want you to call. Because you finna get pressed. Okay? You finna get pressed. And you finna feel dumb. Because she about to ask you some factual questions. And you're gonna be sitting there like, Get pressed. Okay? I'm just saying, chat. Don't call my mom and be like, she's not showing her work. She's not, is she right or is she wrong? You can't answer that question. GG's. All right. I'm just saying. We got some dramatic music there in the background. Let's see here. What's going on in the market? Double bottom vibes. 3-bar reversal on the 5-minute vibes. Ooh, wait. But we are below this level here. Tricky. It looks like we may be continuing down. It looks like. Depends how this candle closes though. How's this candle gonna close? Depending on how this candle closes. Oh, see, it flipped up bullish on the 1 minute. Uh-oh. I'm gonna watch it pretty closely here. I'm gonna watch this. Let's see. The Undertaker music, yep. Do you do personal training classes? Yeah, so with the super supporters, I teach every Saturday if you want to know my strategy and all that stuff. It's way more detailed than what we do on stream, of course. What we do on stream is like, it's like looking at the outside of the house. What we do on the weekends is like looking at the inside of the house. But yeah, I've been teaching for the last 3-4 years here, or no, last 3 years. Let's take a second and we've got some of our super supporters here in the Discord here. Lewis has been a super supporter. Y'all know Karain. Karain's the one that took the 6K payout from Topstep. Y'all know Karain learned here. Karain's been doing well. Here goes Karain again. Oh, I wanted to share this with y'all. I meant to share this with y'all. So Karain, as you know, he got that payout and he invested it into getting himself a new trading PC. So let's just give Karain a big shout out for showing up to class all the time. He put in the work. He's been here over a year now. He got a payout. He's investing it to get a new computer. He's locking down. You know, he sees his mistakes. He corrects his mistakes. He's always been positive in the chat. Let's just give Karain a big W, man. And you know what's funny? Karain was shy at first. Karain was a little shy at first. But the more and Karain did one-on-one sessions with me too. So Karain did a little bit more than super supporters. We had a bunch of one-on-one sessions. So I worked with him one-on-one, but he's doing well. He's doing well. So shout out to Karain. We love to see members, and that's someone who just started watching me just like you. He just came in here to the chat. He wasn't a member, he's just watching. And then he decided to chat a little bit, then he decided to join, and then after he joined the super supporter, he decided to sign up for the one-on-ones, and we did the one-on-ones for a while. That's dope. So yeah, y'all, that's Again, real life, real people, right? Real reviews, real people, real life. Can't make nothing up. Real stuff. Was that Lewis again? Like Anchor. Anchor's an OG. Got Dave. Y'all know Dave. Dave is always here in the chat. Y'all know Dave. Y'all know Dave. These are some cool chart colors. I'm not gonna lie. Like the green and yellow. That's interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, y'all know Dave. There goes Dave again. There goes Ian. Ian's been around for a little bit. Ian's a newer super supporter than everyone else, but Ian's been doing his thing, right, Ian? I saw Ian in the chat earlier. But Ian's been showing up to class lately. Ian's been grinding out. You see the results right here. Ian's trading on his own right now. But he's always there in class. Yeah, Ian's a little newer, but you see quickly results, right? Quick results here. Quick results. All right, let's see here. But yeah, chat, that's there if you feel like you need it. If you feel like you can just learn from me on stream, then cool. I mean, you can. It just takes... To learn from someone on stream, you gotta like dive into their mindset, right? You want to see why are they doing something. You know, because once you get the concept, you can just practice the concept on your own, right? This is looking quite bullish, I will tell you that. See if we can break this high. All right. That was quick. That was quick. Kind of seen this last minute, but let's see. And going for 100 points here. What would that be? Plus 400? It's not bad. This looks pretty good. Question is will it go past that area? Got a long wick there. I don't know if we're gonna shoot past there. It's a pretty good TP for it. So right now I'm trying to calculate where I project price to go here. In my opinion, my TP is extravagant, but I'll put it up here just in case. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna move stops to break even here. That was quick. Risk-free trade. Up 40, it got up to 51 points, but it shot up 40 points. That's pretty good for me to move it to break even. Let's see if I can explain this to you better on the 5-minute. Okay, I'm gonna explain it to you on the 5-minute. Got a 3-bar reversal going on. But if you take a look over here in this range, we drag it across. We have a little bit of a smaller range over here, but yeah, we just tapped that range. So that's another reason to move stops to break even. It could be where sellers would want to step in, right? Also have a level here. But I'm thinking if we do come inside this range, we can continue driving up in this range to fill it out. After that, hey, whatever happens, happens. But that's why I'm targeting this level here, and this level's on the weekly. Yeah, taking the range to the left, but if we take the little small range, we could see here in the 5 minute, it's a little smaller, right? All right, cool. I want to trail this $100 in 82.25. So like I said, y'all, just small risk and small setups, it all adds up, right? It all adds up. You can easily add things up. We have a beautiful 3-bar reversal down here. We take that neckline. We showed rejection at that neckline, right? We just kind of discussed that. Just saw 777 on the bar up here. Beautiful. I'm gonna trail it in $200. I'm here to add up small wins. Trail it in $200. No matter what, we're leaving with 700. All right, clicked. Hey, there we go. There we go. Beautiful. How much is 1-to-1? I'm sorry, I just seen that. I was risking 40 points, so 1-to-1 was when I moved stops to break even, actually, coincidentally, but 1-to-1 was right here. So 1-to-1 was 160. 160, 160. For this example, I think it was a little more than 160. I think it was like 170. Small little setup, not too crazy. Hi, do you do coaching? What's up, Rachel? Yes, I do. I do. So I do what's called the Super Supporter membership. If you join the membership, there's a few different tiers there. Super Supporter membership is a masterclass I teach every Saturday. If you feel like you want one-on-one sessions after that, then I do one-on-one sessions as well. And my membership is flexible. You know, people flex around all the time. Sometimes people feel like they want a review, so they'll upgrade. Sometimes people feel like they want to do some one-on-one sessions with me, so they'll upgrade to that, and then the next month they'll downgrade. So it's very flexible for you to upgrade and downgrade anytime. One-on-one coaching, yeah, I do one-on-one. That's the highest membership we have, one-on-one sessions. Yep. Flawless trade you just took. Thank you. Hey, appreciate you. Appreciate you. It's just rinse and repeat, right? It's just rinse and repeat. You see the setup, you execute it. It's okay to use the micros. It's okay to do small risk. You know what's crazy, chat? Like 2 months ago, we talked about this on stream. There's so many, most of the live streamers were clowning people who are using micros. And that's not cool. I will always tell you this. Someone doing something successfully will not clown you for doing something, okay? Just throwing it out there. They won't clown you for trying because they know what it's like. That's number one. Number two, I wonder what they're doing now with these crazy, with this crazy volume, because like, how much are you risking? So as I've always preached to you, micros for the win. You can size in small. You can always add to your position. Okay, you can always add. But don't focus on adding at first. Just focus on the setup, right? If you focus on the process, focus on where the stop loss is going to go. And then after that, once you get used to that, then you can see, okay, where do I want to add? Because once you start adding, it's over. The money, the money multiplies, right? So we are up 700 on this XFA for the day. On Take Profit Trader, we're up 628. I'll show you so you can see it. Can't see that, right? Oh wait, you could see it. Oh no, I clicked and moved it. On. How come it won't move up? Okay, I'll put it up here so you can see it. Okay, 628 times 5. I have to get the calculator for that. It's too early, right? Wait, what if I put it here? No, I don't like that. Honestly, I don't like that. What about right here? Wait, how come I didn't do that before? Okay, we'll keep it like this. All right, you can see right here, 628 times 5. What's the calculator? 3140. All right, 3140 over here. Okay, that's good. Good. Great job yesterday, Lynn. Thank you. Yeah, if you missed yesterday's stream, we had a crazy, some crazy trades. Great trades. I did make a video about it, so the video is shorter than the live stream. If you want to just watch the video, it's the last video I uploaded yesterday. You just click on videos, you'll see that there. If you were to enter a trade for one of these, which one would it be and what level? If we were to enter a trade for one of these. Wait, what's one of these? Like right now, if I were to enter right now? Is that what you're asking? But yeah, y'all, if you want to join the membership, you're welcome. If you've been enjoying the free streams, if you want to support the streams, feel free to join the membership. You can become an official fam member. It's $5. There are some exclusive videos for official fan members. Actually, a little secret video I got for you. So yeah, you'll be able to see some videos that you can't normally see. One of them is a strategy video, by the way, in case you didn't know. I call it the 3M strategy. One of them is a 3M strategy. Yes, if I were to enter, okay, so if I were to enter right now, notice how so to answer your question, you see how my levels are really close together right here? That's typically a sign that we're gonna range. So honestly, I would wait for price to pick a side here, because I'm seeing that we're seesawing here. So first, I'd want to see price pick a side, because for all we know, we can just keep ricocheting in here, right? Now today is a rare day, or this week is a rare week where I have a bunch of levels like this really close. My levels should be more spread apart, but because of what's going on, that's what we have. So yeah, I normally like this. See how this is nicely spread apart? That's what you want. So yeah, honestly, anything in this is going to be a little not the best trade. The reason why I took this trade down here is because we had some pattern formations, we showed some rejection, we established a support here, and then we're rejecting this bottom level. So that's the reason why I took the buy in here. But now that we're in the middle of these levels, it's not going to be the best spot. Does that make sense? So here I would wait. Okay, I would wait. So there wouldn't be an entry here for me. Doesn't mean that there's nothing there, right? It just means that I'm going to be more cautious. That's all. I just kind of pick and choose, you know. I try to go for A setups. Because A setups, you normally don't really lose, right? Sometimes I'll do a B setup. I'm doing the challenge yesterday. I went down $1,000. Cry. Dylan, no, don't cry. Don't cry about it. Listen, just have a daily limit. Say, you know what? If I lose this much, then I need to walk away. The best thing you can do is walk away. Because y'all see me sometimes on stream, we have a red New York session, right? Sometimes we're like down 500. What was that stream we did 2 weeks ago? We were down 500 in New York session and we ended the day plus 1400. You know what I mean? So sometimes you gotta like take a break, walk away. And sometimes my setups, they just look better in the afternoon, and that's not something I can control, you know? That's just, you know, so I just learned, just take a break. Topstep has a thing here, the lockout. You can click that and you can click, well, all day is the whole session. But you know, you can edit it. You can say, okay, 15-minute break. Let me take a 30-minute break. I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, if you're using Topstep, take advantage of that. If you're not using Topstep, well, just get up and walk away. Do you trade stocks and options? Yes, I do. I don't day trade them though. And options, I may dab into it again, but I completely failed options. Okay, listen. I'm not good at trading options. Don't come to me. Come to me for day trading futures. Yes, come to me for day trading, but don't come to me for trading options because I clearly can't do it. And that is just the truth. That's the truth. That's just the truth. I don't know why. I don't know. My cousin does a phenomenal job trading options and I just can't seem to do it well. I feel like I'll be in the same type of contract as them, and for some reason I'll still lose. They're over here up, I'm over here down. So yeah, I've lost quite a bit of thousands trying to do options, so I put it on the back burner. And you know what's funny, chat? So for those of you who don't know, I do have a degree. In my finance class, one of my finance classes, my professor, he was a trader. And the section we were on was trading options. So yeah, it's kind of cool. I had a professor that actually traded, which is pretty cool. But yeah, he had us doing options, puts and calls. I had that for homework, chat. I had to trade for homework. Can you believe that? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? But yeah, my professor, long story short, he got into trading for the same reason I'm sure you got into it. But after living that lifestyle for a while, he just kind of got a little bored, which I can understand because now that I have freedom, sometimes it can be a little boring. So he decided he wanted to teach. So that's what made him go back to school, get his doctorates, and teach. Well, I mean, I'm kind of doing that now, right? I'm teaching y'all. You know, I love teaching y'all. Take Profit Trader 50K has a maximum trailing drawdown of 2,000. Is it daily? Yes. So overall drawdown. Yeah. Overall. It is the overall drawdown. Dylan, I agree with you. I just found you. I really like your way supporting starting today. Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate you. Who else is new? Let me know. Are you new? If you're new to the channel, I'm one of the OG live streamers. I've been up here since 2021 live streaming. It was just me, Raja, Donvo. It was Luke Trades London. We had a Trader's Journey. He doesn't live stream anymore. We had Pocketing Pips. It was just us up here trading. There was nobody up here trading but us. We were just trading. There was no prop firms. I was trading on my live account up here with y'all. Every day I was here with y'all, you know. Success, you're new. Dylan's new. Welcome. I appreciate y'all. I gotta tell you, I think we have the most positive community on YouTube, so we try to keep it that way. So I don't want anyone to feel like they can't ask questions here. You can ask questions. I may or may not answer all your questions, but you know, you can ask questions here. We're all here to learn from each other. I'm telling you, it's a great vibe over here, you know. We actually have people who show results, right? Real results, real traders. It's great here. Thank you, Amanda. Shout out to all my members. I appreciate y'all. What was your risk strategy to get past intraday drawdown? That is a phenomenal question, J Mac. So my risk strategy is to risk 10% of the drawdown. So let's say the 50K allows you 2K. So I try to risk around 200. I know sometimes you see me risk 300. Sometimes that happens. So 300 is my max. Like I will not go over 300. If I do, it's by mistake. But I really, really try to stay risking 200, which would be 10%, right? Now this is the 100K express on Topstep. So to do the 100K, if you're just joining us, I did this live. I started this fresh about a week and a half ago. Did the whole entire funded challenge in front of everybody here on stream. We made 6,000, and then yeah, now I'm just trading in front of you. I did the whole thing from beginning to end. You saw red days, you saw green days, you saw everything, right? So yeah, here you're allowed 3,000. So here I was risking like 300 on almost every trade. So yeah, my strategy is to try to risk around 200, and you can easily do that with the micros. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, this volume, I know people are upset about the volume, but take advantage of it, right? You saw yesterday's trade. We risked 160. 160 on the micros, and we made $1,200. That R to R is insane, right? So take advantage of this volume. Think of it in a positive way. Say, you know what? I heard what Lynn said. Just use micros, scale down, get that R to R in. Add it up, right? It's okay to take a trade, get your 30 points, 40 points, close it. They don't all have to be 100 points. I think people get too caught up, and I did when I was a beginner too. I got too caught up on, oh, I have to get this massive trade, right? Just take the 30, 40 points and add it up. Lens, why you prefer stocks, futures rather than Forex? For tax reasons, and for legal reasons. So like I was telling y'all, if there are traders still up here that live in the US and they're still preaching Forex to you, you need to question yourself if they're actually making money trading Forex, because if they are, it's questionable. So yeah, I switched for legal reasons. Futures is regulated here. I started to run into some issues with the Forex. Now, the way I was getting around it was, most of you know, I was trading with Henkel Trade, right? I had my live account with Henkel Trade. I had a live account with Owanda as well, but what we were doing on stream, I had a live account with Henkel Trade, and the payouts were through Bitcoin. So yeah, you can trade Bitcoin in the US. So, you know, I have to claim all those withdrawals through Bitcoin. It just gets a little complex there. But yeah, long story short, when you go to get a new car, when you go to buy a house, when you go to rent an apartment, whatever you're going to do to get your income approved, they give you a little hard time if you're trading Forex. Just letting you know, they give you a hard time, because most people, if they heard of Forex, all they know is scam, right? I'm just telling you, look, that's the first thing that comes to their mind. The company doesn't have to accept you because you don't have a regular pay stub, right? It's not like I have a regular pay stub from a company. So I have to come through with like taxes plus broker statements, plus I have to show bank account, all the deposits in the bank account for the month, usually the last 3 months or 2 months. So with all that in mind, again, the term Forex is kind of, you know, versus futures is just a little bit more professional. Futures is regulated in the US, so it's just a lot more easier legal wise. Does that make sense? It took me a while to find you, but now I won't go anywhere. I appreciate you. Did I miss any questions? You're new. Ice is funny. Ice talking about she's new. How much is the tax? So it's not tax on Forex. I was withdrawn through Bitcoin, so it's tax on capital gains. So it's capital gains tax. So remember, when you are trading, let's pretend you have a live account. Let's do this example actually, so it makes sense. Let's pretend you're trading on your live account, and I'm just gonna throw a random number out there. Let's pretend you made 100K on your live account for the year, right? But let's pretend you only withdrew 70K. So you kept some money in there. You only withdrew 70K. You're only going to get taxed on what you withdrew. You're not getting taxed on, oh, you made that, right? You're getting taxed on what you withdrew. Does that make sense? Now, right now, they currently have different discussion of laws, right? There's different, so now you got to pay attention to the laws, right? I did hear a rumor about them making a law where they tax you on what you left in there too, which would suck, right? So like a lot of like, especially like multi-millionaire, well, I shouldn't say multi-millionaire, but traders who are making like plus 500K a year, they may make 500K, but they may just withdraw 200K and just get taxed on the 200K. You know what I mean? Instead of getting taxed on 500. Does that make sense? But yeah, I mean, the taxes are lower on capital gains than what they are on your regular income taxes. Yeah, you're going to get taxed lower. But yeah, let's not get too deep into the tax section. I would advise you to see your local accountant or CPA. That's what I would advise. No need to create an LLC or an S Corp unless you're making a certain amount of money. Because remember, when you do create a business for trading, you do need a minimum amount of money in there, right? When you create a business for trading, you have to have a business bank account. You're not going to use your personal account, right? So your withdrawals from your personal account or your withdrawals from the prop firm, whatever, you know, those are all going to go to your business account, which means you should be consistently withdrawing a certain amount of money. So no need to worry about those things until you're making a certain amount, chat. And I want you to put into perspective, when you're making a certain amount, you're not going to withdraw all that money, right? For an example, let's say you have a t-shirt business. Let's say it takes $10 to create that t-shirt and you're selling the t-shirt for 20 bucks. Well, you actually make 10 bucks, right? So your profit margin is 50%. That's pretty good. In a business, your profit margin should be 30% or more, right? So let's put that into perspective. If you make 100K a year trading, right? Making 30% would mean you withdrew 30K. So just put into perspective, now obviously you probably withdraw more than that. Just put into perspective how much money you actually ideally want to make, right? That's because many US trader live stream futures and Forex. Mind me asking what state you're from? I'll tell you, I'm from the East Coast. I won't tell you the exact state, but I'm from the East Coast, but I moved out here to AZ, so I live in Arizona now. No, chat, I'll tell you, chat, I'm from Connecticut. But I moved out here to Arizona. I've been living in Arizona since 2022, 21. Yeah, I've been living out here for a while. 3-4 years. At first, I was back and forth. It was back and forth. I was flying back and forth for a little bit. And then finally, full-time here. I didn't have my streaming set up here, so those would be days that I didn't stream. When I was streaming every day with y'all, those days I didn't stream or I was gone for like a week, I was out here. Yeah. But yeah, I'm here full-time. It's beautiful out here. It's truly beautiful out here. Peep the music. I like this music. I ain't gonna lie. Your Jordan's so cool. Is it rare? Oh, these. Actually, I do have quite a few rare shoes behind me that you can never buy unless you buy it from someone. My shoes are behind the camera, but these are the retro ones, fragments. They're the frags. The most I got offered, I was walking in New York with these on. That's the only time I wore them. And some guy offered me $1,000. He's like, I'll give you $1,000 right now if I could get those shoes. Because at the time, those were really popular. But yeah, those are the fragments. Those are like, they just sit there. Let me show you on StockX. I may look for one more trade, just small risk, maybe like $100 risk. So I'm just chilling right now. Just a heads up, in case you're like, what are you doing? I'm watching the market. See if I can give you an example of these. Let me just make sure I'm not signed in. I don't want it to say my address. It's these right here. All right, it's these right here. So you can buy them right now for $19.50. Or you can watch them on my screen. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. They're a lot. They're a lot, I'll tell you that. They're a lot. But yeah, I've been a sneakerhead since I was a kid, chat. I have too many to count. And I'm over here wearing slides every day. I wear slides every single day. The sneakers just be sitting there. What a waste of money, eh? Waste of money. Let me know, do we have any sneakerheads in the chat? Where my sneakerheads at? What sneakerheads we got in the chat? What kind of pattern are you looking to get into? Great question. Well, today it looks like we traded a lot of like 3-bar reversal patterns. Let's talk about it. So over here, this trade we had, at first I was looking at it like a double top liquidity grab pattern. And then I kind of seen us kind of break that neckline, retest it and go, which does create the head and shoulders. So I kind of saw that going on. We also have a 3-bar reversal pattern right here with the liquidity grab rejecting it. So yeah, I like the simple stuff. The head and shoulders on NAS always works. 3-bar reversals, just simple things. And then the trade we just recently did was a 3-bar reversal as well. With a double bottom. Yeah, double bottom. Yep. Just basic stuff. Other than that, I do like the pendants. The pendants always... We have a sticker in the chat called Pendant City because it's always Pendant City, for an example. Bullish pendants always work out well, right? Just simple stuff. Nothing too complex, you know? If you keep it simple, I promise you, you're gonna be like, dang, why not just keep it simple? And the reason why you didn't keep it simple is because you're listening to all these people who don't trade and they're telling you, oh, you're dumb money, you're this and that, you gotta be smart money, da 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 da. It's just chitter, chatter, bullshit. Come up here and trade live and show me something, you know, chat? Come up here and trade live. Stop telling people they're dumb money, you know? Trading is hard, okay? You're not dumb because you lost a trade. You're not dumb because you're on a losing streak. You're not dumb because you can't beat a challenge. That has nothing to do with it, okay? Do you have Travis Scott's? No, actually, I should buy some though. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe we'll set a goal. We'll set a goal on stream. If we hit the goal, I'll buy a pair of Travis Scott's. Yeah, I don't have any. It's funny though, you think I would, right? No, I slowed down on buying shoes. I have over 100 pairs, so I just slowed down, you know? I got older, chat. I'm older now, you know? Which state has better tax for... Which state... Okay, well, okay. That's a good question. If you live in California, you're probably going to have the highest of taxes. If you live in New York, you're going to have some high taxes. Just throwing it out there. So those are 2 states. If you want to avoid some high taxes. Okay. I love California. I live next to California. The last time I was in California was last summer. I love it. But the only reason why I didn't move there was because of the taxes. That is literally why. It's probably like, I think it's double what I pay now. It's insane. Crocs for the win. I see you, A7. So yeah, I mean, Arizona, it's much cheaper, of course, tax wise, if you're looking at like all the states. So yeah, I would say just research the states. I mean, certain states don't have state tax. What is it? Texas, Florida? I think Texas and Florida don't have state tax, right? Or Texas. Texas doesn't have state tax. Right? Something like that. So yeah, there are certain states who don't have state tax. So people like that, of course. Do you feel comfortable leaving that much in an account? Draw out 30K, leave 70K. Trust a broker that much? A regulated broker, yeah, because there's nothing to trust. They're regulated. Your money's protected under the law. So That's the thing, right? Do you want to have all that money in a unregulated broker? No. If it's a regulated broker, yeah, I mean, you're protected. If a regulated broker takes your money, all you got to do is take them to court. And you're going to get your money immediately. You already won. You know what I mean? So yeah, you gotta, great question, Tim. Regulated broker, you're protected by law. Are you a Nike ambassador? No, I wish. Look, if Nike wants to sponsor this stream, I'll be the second streamer with a Nike sponsor. We can make that possible if we get millions of followers, yeah. But I probably need millions of followers to do that, eh? Look at Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat is the first streamer to get sponsored by Nike. That's insane, right? I would love to get a Nike sponsor. Holy, give me free stuff. That would be amazing. I'd be so happy with that. Especially because I work out a lot. Give me all the workout clothes. Give me the workout shoes. That'd be nice. We're never too old for sneakers. You're funny. No, what I mean is when I was younger, I bought, so like, you know how the Jordans will come out every Saturday? So when I was younger, we used to camp out. You know, me and my cousin would go to the mall. You camp out, you know, everyone's outside. You stay overnight. They finally open the doors. You run in. Like, this used to be a whole thing. So what I'm saying is I'm not like on it the way I used to be on it when I was younger, is what I'm saying. Like, when I was younger, I could tell you everything coming out the next 3 months. For every week, I know exactly what's coming out. I know it off the top of my head, you know? But yeah, now I'd have to look it up. What basketball team? Phoenix Suns. Yeah, Phoenix Suns. We got KD. We got D-Book. Yup. KD, Devin Booker. I like Devin Booker. Y'all like Devin Booker? And yes, they live here. They live here, chat. Yeah. His mansion is really nice. Really, really nice. Y'all know Devin Booker, right? Let me see if I can show you Devin Booker house, Arizona. His house is so nice. Look at this. Pretty dope. And yeah, everywhere you go here, you have like beautiful mountain views in the valleys here. Like I said, chat, I mean, you know what I gotta do, chat? I gotta figure out how to hook up my phone to the stream. I did it once, but that way I could take y'all with me outside so y'all could see outside, because I think y'all would like it. If we could do a stream like near the pool, would y'all like a poolside stream? Wouldn't that be dope? That'd be crazy, right? If I could take y'all out, that'd be crazy. Have you seen Aisho's speech China trip? I haven't seen the stream, but I've seen like clips on Twitter. Looks like he's having a good time out there. Thanks for avoiding my questions. I didn't see your question. I don't always see everybody's question, but now I'm gonna avoid your question. So congrats. Oh yeah, Bradley Beal too. Devin Booker, insane performance at the playoff. Yeah, he did great. He did great. Why 3 minute since we see a lot of traders on a higher time frame? Great question. Number one, I will say, who cares what a lot of traders do, right? Because what works for you may not work for everybody else, right? So that's all I'll say first. But yeah, so if you know me, you know I love the 15-minute time frame. But because of the volatility, when you have volatility in the market like this, a lot of volume, you want to size down to a lower time frame because of how big the candles are, right? If I were to base everything off the 15-minute, like For this setup, for example, if I were to take a buy here, I wouldn't take a buy till up here. Let me just give you an example based on the way the 15-minute looks. I would take a buy up here and my stop loss would go down here based on the 15-minute. So what would that risk look like in these market conditions? That'd be 95-point risk. But let me scale this down to a lower time frame and let me see if there's a better entry. And again, you know, if it wasn't these market conditions, it obviously wouldn't be 95 points, but that's what it is right now. Okay, so down here in the 3-minute, I would want to take my buy right on this candle. And my stop loss would probably be right here, honestly. So see how I would get in earlier and I'd have a 40-point stop rather than a 95-point stop. Does that make sense? That makes sense, chat? So that's why you see me on the 3-minute. I know most of you, if you've been here for 3-4 years, if you've been here for 4 years with me, I know you used to be on the 15-minute. But yeah. So yeah, just getting in earlier, having smaller stop losses. But remember, if you're getting in earlier, that was 50 points earlier. So you got an extra 50 points. So that's how we've been getting good R to R's, is we're getting in earlier. So we got an extra 50 points. Now price is where we would normally get in on the 15-minute and we got an even bigger trade. Win-win, right? It's a win-win. So again, yeah, the wrong way. So yeah, the buy would be here. See? But on the 15-minute, I wouldn't take the buy till up here the way the market structure looks. So yeah. Look at that. Okay, extra 40 points. My bad, I said extra 50. Extra 40 points. Extra money. This is looking kind of bearish here. It's looking kind of bearish. Let's see. Oh, we may have a heavy fall. Ah, I see. It's like a bear flag, eh? Look at that. Like a bear flag. So probably should have got in at the break of here when this candle started, or maybe up here. Let me see. This is 110. About 110. Oh yeah, okay, we're probably coming down to here. That's all right. Looks like we might have. Oh, look at it now. It kind of looks like a head and shoulders, right? If you scale out, look at that. Remember last week on stream, we talked about how that last shoulder sometimes does an extra 2-bop like that. It throws people off, but that's pretty normal, right? So when you're looking for those, there you go. Trump must have tweeted, "You're so funny." Well, if it's a head and shoulders, then I think we're coming all the way down to these levels here. Will we get a chance to get in? Let's see if they give us a retest or something. Bring it back up some. May have a good sell here. How much is 200 points? Yeah. Maybe, chat. Uh-oh. May have something here. Let's see. Let's see if the buyers could test this out. We got a lot of red candles here back to back. That's a lot of selling pressure. Buyers are gonna, it's gonna be tough for buyers to step in here, but maybe they'll step in down here. We'll see. Maybe they can bring it up a little bit for us to bring it back down. But this does look a bit heavy on the sell side. Don't be scared. Buy it up. Don't be scared. Somebody's got to jump in the pool first, right, chat? Somebody's got to jump in the lake. It ain't gonna be us. We ain't jumping in the lake first. Target from Topstep is 5,000. How many days you complete the target? No, so I put that up there. You can go into your risk settings and I can take this off if I want. I can take this off. Save. No, this is already passed. See, I could take that off. No, I just put that up there because I figure if we make 5,000 on stream, then we should probably cut it for the day, right? This could get faked out. Great questions today, chat. You had some amazing questions today. It's nice getting questions I don't normally get. I mean, some of them I do get a lot, but some of the questions I don't normally get. Please, can I private chat you? Nope. Nope. Weren't you just complaining like 10 minutes ago? Pretty sure it was you. Absolutely not. But Amanda's laughing. You could private chat me in the one-on-one sessions. So if you want to book a one-on-one session, you can do that. Of course, those are private chats, right? Jabrain, there you are, Jabrain. Yeah, you missed us. Yeah, I didn't see your name this morning. I know you always stop by. How's it going? The doggos are in here, chat. I know you can't see them, but both of the dogs are in here. What y'all doing? You want to go outside? All right, I'll open that for you. Give me 1 second, chat. I'm gonna open up the balcony so they can go out on the balcony. They like to sit out there. Just give me like 30 seconds. Okay, I'm back. I'm back, chat. All right. No, we didn't really get much of a retest. No. Well, GG's, it's gone now. It's out of here. Out of the park now. This is coming down. I mean, maybe if we... Okay, let's see. We put a stop loss above here for 60. I don't know. That may even be a tight stop loss. Let's see. Let's see if there's any ink zones. But yeah, those of you wondering about how we passed this, I did pass this on stream. I did make a video summary of it, so if you want to check out my uploads, video summary how we passed this in 8 days. It does say 9 days because I filmed it the next day after, so it said 9 days on the thing, but we did do it in 8 days on stream. Not that you have to do it in 8 days. You don't have to. Take your time, of course. There's no rush. I'm just more experienced, right? So obviously I'll get it done quicker, of course. Have the right to express myself. Yeah, you do. Absolutely. Can you teach me the easiest pattern for new where price to go? Yeah, that's a great question. Okay, we'll do that. You gotta ask him if he's got some private chat money. Yo, y'all are so funny. Why are y'all so funny? Oh my goodness. Okay, the easiest pattern. What's the easiest pattern? Easiest pattern. I gotta say double. Well, no, because I don't want you to base everything off of a double top or double bottom, because a lot of times we take out those highs anyway. I think the easiest pattern are bullish and bearish pendants, and head and shoulders like we're seeing right now. So here's a head and shoulders. I think that's the easiest pattern, or it could be the opposite way, right, to go up. So I'm gonna say head and shoulders, and then I'm gonna say bullish pendants and bearish pendants. So when price is coming down and we do this thing and we come back up to go down, we create a bear flag. So I would say that. Same thing over here. When price comes up and we kind of do this, we create a bull flag to go up. So here we go over here. I think those are the most simplest patterns to answer your question. But I have something better for you. If you go to babypips.com, it's free and you can study those patterns. Struggling at 850. Look at this. Struggle. Let me pull that up for you while we're watching this. Let's see what's going on with the internet. My screen is frozen, chat. Uh-oh. Hold on. Change the music up. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I don't know. It's not going. How come babypips.com not working? Did they get shut down? What the heck? Okay, everything else is working. I don't know, chat. I don't know what happened. Let me try a different browser. Let me see if Baby Pips works. Nope, it's not working. That's weird. All right, well, I was going to show you, I was going to give you the link to all the basic chart patterns. Maybe I'll have to do that tomorrow. Lindsay, you had one showed how to invert the charts for those who cannot see the inversion of charts. How to invert it? So to invert the chart, you're gonna right click on the prices and click invert, and boom, there you go. And then right click and then see it's checked on, just check it off and it'll invert it back. So yeah, that's how you invert. What time do I stream? 6 o'clock my time. I'm on the West Coast, so that'll be 9 o'clock New York time. So 30 minutes before NYSE open, 30 minutes early. How much does it cost for a private chat? Well, private chat is a one-on-one session, so it has to be about trading. So if you're interested in a one-on-one session for trading, you can click the membership there. Click the membership link. There you go. You're in Canada. Oh, nice. I'm assuming you're on the east coast of Canada though, right? I've been to Canada once. Only one time I've been to Canada. What happened to this camera angle? You know what, chat? I gotta do this again. I gotta lift my desk up. Lift up the partition. Where'd I go? I'm gone now. What happened, chat? Alright, I'm gonna roll it back down. Low key, this is kind of fire. Low key, it's fire. It disappeared, now I'm back. I'm getting antsy, chat. Look at, I'm just doing random stuff. I'm getting antsy. I didn't eat. I didn't go to the gym. You know? I'm getting antsy. ADHD, eh? We may have to play some chess or something. I do see that we're retesting. No, I see I didn't play chess yet. See, maybe we'll do that. Yeah, maybe we should do that. Okay, let's play a game chess. I'm not ready for this. I'm definitely not ready. Like, I'm not even warmed up, but we're just gonna do it. Why is this so... All right, we're gonna play a 1-minute game. On your way to the gym now. Nice, nice, nice. 1-minute game. Here we go. And yes, we are playing real people. Oh my god, I just used 5 seconds on that. Holy. Holy, I seen that coming. Yeah, they're about to come down here. Get that out my way. Move this out my way. Okay, I guess we're gonna trade queens. Take it. Take it! Take my queen already! Damn! Come on! That's what you was trying to do? Trade. Pre-moves here. Oh, they don't want to trade, okay. Trade. There we go. Move it back. Oh shoot, chat. I don't know what to do. 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 Whoa, what? What was that? Oh my god, they're crashing out. They're crashing out. 3 pieces in a row. They're crashing out. Crash out moves. Oh, they're about to lose. They're about to lose. Oh, they're gonna lose on time. They're gonna lose on time. I'm about to lose on time. Shit. Ah, there we go. I won on time. Dang. They started crashing out at the end. Being gym, looking at the charts between sets. Do you? You look at the charts in between sets? I would recommend you use the gym as a break though, just to give your mind like some rest. You know? Just to give your mind some rest. When I'm at the gym, I'm listening to music or a podcast. Usually I'll listen to like a podcast. Whoa, was this the retest? Trying to determine if I want to give this a chance. Do I want to give this a chance? This was a huge candle. Do y'all see this 1-minute candle? Did we miss something? 120 points? On a 1-minute candle, 120. What? What is going on? I'm thinking about a small risk here, but I'm trying to determine how good it actually is. Sorry chat, in concentration mode here. It's just we're having a lot of trouble on this 850 level, so that's what's making me second guess. This 850 level I have marked. Maybe if we can break through these lows. How much risk? Maybe just one contract. 80 bucks. See if we break this low. Yeah, maybe $80 risk. $80 risk, not too bad, right? $80 risk, chat. All right, let's give it a chance. Let's give it a go. $99 risk. I said 80. What? What? Are you kidding? $98 risk? I wanted an $80 risk. Hell yeah, I'm gonna complain. Hell yeah, I'm gonna be petty. You damn right. I was born petty. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going for that. I mean, just in case Trump wants to be wants to have Twitter fingers, we'll just move this down here. Just in case he has Twitter fingers. But other than that, we'll go with this. We'll just put the stop loss at that high retest. Hopefully we can hold the 50s. I'm looking for us to hold these 50s and continue pushing down here. We have another level at 800, which is where we just bounced. Of course, that's where buyers are going to step in. A little risky. Come on, buyers, stop being tryhards. It's not time yet. Not time to be a tryhard. Let's get this push. Come on. If we could push through 800, we could probably bleed out. There we go. Let's get the push through 800. Come on. Beautiful. Come on. Let's see if we can hold 800. Can we hold 800? Here we go. Back up to it. Tell you, this is a very, very popular buying spot, 800. So hopefully the sellers could hold this. I hope there's enough volume for us to get the push. Is that a top wick, chat? Is that a top wick? Uh-oh. Stops to break even. There we go. Stops to break even. Let's make this risk-free. I can't even see that. And we got a free $100 on the way. How are you? It's always when I'm streaming. Leave that level. Going for 135 points. One micro on y'all. Literally one micro. TP1 smashed here. 68 points. I forgot to put it on. Oh my god, chat, I'm on delay. I'm on delay. Yeah, that was TP1. I'm sure you can assume where TP2 is. You know where TP2 is. My bad, my bad. I'm on delay. We're up 60 something points. Let me turn that risk thing back on. You know why I like to have this on? Oh no, don't block, don't block, don't block. You know why I like to have that on? Because you can see how much money you're up before you close. So if I close right now, I'll be up 800 and something for the day. Let's see. What's the potential? Oh, maybe the potential is 868. Yeah, go ahead, Trump. Go ahead and tweet. Talk your shit. This is the one time I'm gonna allow you to talk your shit, Trump. This is the one time. Talk your shit and tweet. Please tweet. Tweet something. Why did I get up there? Alright, chat, we're gonna trail at TP1 for 137. Beautiful. Just to put in perspective how much we're up. took this trade at 820. We came down to 800, passed and down to 850. We're trailing at 850. Now we're down past the 30s in the 20s. This is insane. Ah, trailing stop got hit. That's okay. That's all right. Shoot, if we did 2 contracts, we would have been up 1600. Oh no, not 1600. I can't count. How much was that? 1 6. Okay, we would have been up 300. Yeah, we would have been up 300 at 2 contracts. That's all right, chat. Continuation sells. That was good. So see how like sometimes my trades are just like little small setups. It doesn't have to be a home run. It was 100 points. It was 100 points. 100 points, but I closed it at like 70 points. Yours is still going. Nice, Dylan. Nice. Manda with the W's, I appreciate you, y'all. We're having a great day on stream, right? We're having a great day. Had a great day yesterday. We had a great month. Great month last month. It's been great every day, right? It's been great. If you're just joining us, I did do a giveaway last Friday. Chose 3 random people, as long as you're here in the chat. Gave away 350k accounts, so I'd like to do more giveaways. All I ask is that you come to the stream. That's it. Gonna be here every day. I appreciate you, Dylan. Up 90 on a $20 account. Wow. What a flip that one. What a flip. Jeez. The irony in the volume is that some people are going to get really rich and other people are going to like lose all their net worth. Isn't that the irony in it? So let's see, we are up 772 on the 5 accounts. 772 times 5. That's 3860 over here, and over here it's 839. Yesterday we were up 1700 on this account, right? Just on this, just this by itself. Chat, it's gonna take me 10 years to get on that Topstep leaderboard because I trade micros. We gotta get on that leaderboard, right? We gotta get on that Topstep leaderboard. And when we do get on that Topstep leaderboard, which will take 10 years because I trade micros, I gotta tell you, chat, if they invite me on for an episode, y'all gotta come through. Y'all gotta flood the chat. It's just gonna be an official takeover. Okay? Official takeover. Y'all just gotta flood the chat. Alright? Gotta flood it. That'll be something, right? I feel like if I traded the minis, I would have been up there and we would have been on the leaderboard, but y'all know I do small size, so it's kind of tough. It's tough to compete with people who put 5 minis on, right? It's like, damn. If I put 5 minis on, yeah, I think we would have been up there. We'll see though. I think I heard them say they invite all of the live traders up. So as soon as we turn this into a live account, I'm sure we'll get an invite. So I'll keep you posted. Count me in. I'll definitely watch you on Topstep TV. I appreciate y'all. Little big. Yo, your day was so funny. Ended my losing streak finally up 269. Nice. Great job. TP hit. Hey, TP hit. Wait, why the cry face? That would be cool. Thank you, A7. Why the cry face? Oh, it was 300. I got you. That makes sense. By the way, chat, I think this is the most views we've got in a long time, so I appreciate y'all coming through. 777, that's a good number. That's a sign. You know what that means? Oh my goodness, you're seeing 777 after watching me? That's a sign, you know that? That's a sign you're in the right place. And sign to keep going, right? Keep going, keep pushing. It was minus 1200. That's okay. You got it. That's okay. Hold on, chat. The dogs are going crazy at another dog outside. All right, chat, I'm back. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, they were barking at another dog. Never give up. Yeah, NGU. We used to have a sticker here. NGU, never give up, right? Yeah, but yeah, thank you, chat. I think, yeah, by the end of the day, we're probably going to hit like 1.3K views, 1.4K views. So that's the most views we had in a long time. I know I took a break from streaming, but we're trying to come back and climb back up the ladder, right? If you're new to this stream, we used to have 20,000, 30,000 viewers on this stream. Yeah, we had a lot of viewers. So yeah, let's see if we can slowly climb our way back, right? So chat, I may call it a day here. What time is it? It's 9:47. I am hungry. Not gonna lie, I am hungry. I do like to work out before I eat breakfast. I do want to go to the gym, but low-key, I feel like the gym is crowded right now, low-key. You know, where I live, there's a lot of... So I live around a lot of entrepreneurs, right? Or people who have... Some people, they have like small businesses and stuff. So it's not like people are at work. They're there. They're at the gym. They're at the pool right now. Whoa, what's going on here? Look at the market. Look at Nasdaq. But yeah, you know, where I live, people are, you know, they're home. So what is going on? What was that? 123 points. I'm telling you, these 100-point candles are crazy. Thank you for everything. No problem. Kind of scared to trade myself into minus 2,000. Nah. You know what you got to do? So remember what I say. You have to focus on the process, not the profits. You gonna remember that? Process over profits. I promise when you adapt that mindset, you're gonna find all of this much more easier to you're gonna find it easier to enter trades. You're gonna find it easier to be in drawdown, easier to take a loss. It still may hurt a little bit, but it's gonna be a lot more easier than what it feels like right now. Yeah, just small risk 100 to 200. And don't be afraid to give a trade another chance if it's valid. Don't be afraid to cut a setup short. You know, Cool with getting 30, 40 points. Cool. I know that there's going to be another opportunity. And when there is another opportunity, I'll execute on it, right? Then I'll be up 70 points. You know, if I cut 30 points 3 times, I'm up 90 points on the day. So, you know, it's okay cutting it short. I think a lot of people get in their head and they're like, oh, I shouldn't cut my trades short. I got to hold trades. People say you got to hold your trades, hold your winners longer than your losers, right? You hear all those things. And the thing is you're trying too hard, right? So those things will come natural. I promise it'll come natural when you're not like concentrated on that. Just focus on the process. Let's see here. Back on the moving average. Bring on the 3-minute. So yeah, I'm using the 3-minute like it's the 15-minute because of the volume. But in this short amount of time, I have been really loving the 3-minute. I've been using it for like 3 months now. No, we're in April. 4 months, right? I think in December we switched from the 15-minute to the 3-minute. Yeah, in December. And it's literally the same. Setup wise, you know, it's literally the same. You still get your candle flips, you get your 3 bars, you get your patterns, you get everything you need. Closures are great. You get everything you need. So really loving the 3-minute. And you know, chat, that's an example of, you know, I've been trading all this time, all these years I've been trading, and this is my first year really like looking at the 3-minute and really taking most of my trades on it, you know. That just shows how much you have to adapt and adjust. You know, I tell you all the time. And I'm really glad Topstep preaches that, because when I was on the live stream and we had 1,000 viewers up here and in 2021 and I'm talking about it, they're like, what are you talking about? Oh, the market doesn't change. What are you talking about? But hopefully now people know what I'm trying to say. Like, you have to adapt and adjust. Got to be adaptable. If you can be adaptable, you can do anything. You know, that's what makes trading hard, is things depend on the market conditions, right? Should you hold the trade? Should you not? It depends on the trade, right? There's no like fixed formula per se. Now, I will say most of my formulas are fixed. Like if I'm up 30, 40 points, yeah, I'm going to break even. No shit, I'm going to break even. I don't care. You know, you're not getting paid to get picture perfect trades. You're getting paid to execute and make some cash. You know, so when you focus on yourself, I promise the money will flow. And I'm gonna leave you on that note. All right, chat. So again, I appreciate every single one of you. Seriously, I appreciate every single one of you. The crazy part is half of those people from 2020 aren't even trading anymore. People come and go in this field. Yeah. Yep. That is true. That is very true. And most of them are still struggling, right? Most of them are still struggling. Hey, player, you know what I used to say? If you're not choosing me to watch, don't choose me. Right? I will never, you know, it's your choice. But calculate where you are in 5 years and let me know where you are. Let me know where you are in 5 years. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, you spend your time where you spend your time, you know? But yeah, I think I'm one of the few people on this platform who has really shown that they do this. I mean, it took like a whole... When I say I take a year off of YouTube, yeah, I still post. I post like... I was posting once every 3 months, right? Barely. But yeah, so... I want to leave you on a positive note, chat. Let me see if I can get a positive quote for you. I want to leave you on a positive note. And thank you for subscribing, y'all. Thank you. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. If you've been enjoying today's stream, don't forget to give it a like. Don't forget to give it a like. Let's see. What positive message can we leave out on? If you're new, make sure you come for the morning, because in the morning we always do our positive affirmation. Let's see. I gotta find something good. Okay, so maybe this is a message someone needed to hear. But it says, If someone is trying to leave you, help them. Don't beg them to stay. So I don't know if someone needed to hear that message, but if someone is trying to leave you, help them. I like that one. Gotta let those who want to chase quick money do them. You teach a long-term realistic lifestyle brick by brick. Thank you, player. Yeah, literally. Like I said, I wish I could connect you on my phone, so sometime we can like take you outside chat. We can do like, I can chat with you from outside on the at the pool or something. Wouldn't that be such a cool stream? I mean, you're still gonna have the charts here and everything, but the camera, like, you're gonna see me outside. We can kind of walk around with it. We'll figure it out. But on that note, I'm gonna leave you with this. Make sure you think positive no matter what. No matter what you're going through. Remember, I've been through some bad times, just like you've been through some bad times, okay? I started with nothing, so you can do it too, okay? It does take time, but you can do it. Certainly you can do it. Trading's in your path for a reason. Trading's not in everybody's path, okay? It's in your path because it's an option for you. You don't have to do it, but it's an option for you, so remember that. All right, fam. I'll see you in the AM. No Twitch stream today because it's Tuesday. Tomorrow we'll do an after party on Twitch, okay? That'll be tomorrow. The members, I will see you tonight. All right, I'll see the members on stream tonight. I'll see the rest of you in the morning. Thank you so much, y'all. Have a great day.
Put it all behind.